Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Claude and the Banstas. Hope everyone's well. Happy New Year to everyone. Good to see everyone in the chat. Welcome for this West Brom versus Arsenal live watch-along. At the moment, I've got Claude with me. Claude doesn't sound that good at the minute. Claude, I hope you're well, mate.
Yeah, not too good at the moment, but a lot of stomach pains and I don't know. I think maybe I don't think it's this thing, but I don't feel very good today. No, not great. But let's see how we can carry on, and let's hope for 3 points, eh?
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Diesel will be joining us in a minute. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat. We've got a new member and all, Rinny 542. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're well. Happy New Year, and thank you very much for becoming part of our family of the YouTube members. Really, and I can't wait to get you on the member stream and actually have a chat with you, mate. But thank you very much for becoming a member. We've got Misty, Delwyn Jones, James, David, Somewhere, Dean, David, Katimbo. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, mate. 12 SJO, Alpha Training, Connor. Not many names left. Bad Boy, Brian. Who else we got? Puna, Samir, my dad, last man standing, Jack, Dario. Who else we got? Got Sam, Arsenal Maniac, Steve, Jonathan, Black Roses, Anthony, Ricardo, Galab, Tony, Singapore, loads of other ones. David, Brent, Sammy, Elliot, Keith, Christian, DJ Samuel. Thank you very much, Chris Davison. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate you coming in on for this watch along. Some good results gone our way this weekend. And we can go up to 11th. We can go up to 11th with a win against West Brom today. 3 points behind 6 teams on 26, including Chelsea, and 6 points behind the top 3. The top 3, Claude. So can we still get relegated?
No, I don't think it'll be relegation. I think it'll probably end up mid-table somewhere anyway. I don't think we'll get relegated because I think we're safe now. As I said, all we needed to do was put a few wins together, and I was right, and then we pull away. So I think interesting lineup I hear tonight. Martinelli's back on the subs bench, which I think was I don't know what you think about that. And ceballos in for El Neni.
Yeah, let's read the team out quickly, just so you know. Obviously, Leno in goal, Tierney left back, Olding, Mari and Bellerin in defence, Shakar, Smith Rowe and Ceballos in midfield, aubameyang, Saka and Lacazette up front. And on the bench, we've got Willian, Renarson, Niles, Pepe, Luiz, El Neni, Willock, Eddie Nketiah and Martinelli.
Should have 9 on the bench. Have we got 9?
Yeah, Martinelli. Yeah, sorry. 2 seconds, mate.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got that. That's on the bench. But Martinelli, look, he's only come back from being out for a year. He's had 2 great games, let's be honest. Is he looking at this as we're going to win this and give him, don't push him too much too soon? I don't know. Look, I think we've got enough on the pitch today without Martinelli anyway. I'd like to see Martinelli start and then taking him off. I'm glad to see Smith Rowe starting still, Saka starting. I think we've got this in the bag anyway, Claude. What about you, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it should. I think once we get the first goal, I think they'll come in. They'll be. I think they're only playing with 1 striker up front today, So I think they'll go back to playing with everyone behind the ball. I think once we get the first, I think then they'll have to come out, and I think we'll go on to win easy, actually, quite easy. But I do feel they'll come out and play like they did against Liverpool and just put everyone behind the ball. I don't think they'll be as naive as they were against Leeds. I think what they'll do is just, well, it looks like anyway, they've got the one player up front, and they, so
yeah.
Looking at their team, I think they've got one up front, and they, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how it goes, mate. But I think once we get the first goal, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll stroll to this one. Should be quite an easy evening for us.
We've got a couple of super chats here. Alexander Gomez, thank you very much, mate. He says, get well soon, Claude. Go to the chemist and get some vitamin D and zinc, old boy, immediately.
Yeah, I don't know what I need, man. Yeah.
Bert Leno's just tweeted us from the dressing room just before he's coming out on the pitch. Claude, have you got corona as well?
Don't know, mate. I don't even know what I've got. I don't think it's that. It's corona. I think it's just. I always seem to get this time of the year anyway. Something like this.
Everyone, give us your predictions, and I'll try and put as many up on the screen before we kick off. Claude, what are you going for, mate?
I think it'll be either 2-0 or 3-0. I think just a matter of when we get the first goal. I think, and then we should just win comfortably. Yeah, can't see any other result.
I'll say 3-0, mate. Last man standing, Charlie saying 3-1. Come on, you Gunners. Tony saying 3-1. Who else we got here? Jonathan saying 1-0 Arsenal. Joseph saying 2-1 Arsenal. Delwyn Jones saying 2-1 Arsenal. TV Steve Harris is saying 5-1 Arsenal. Anthony saying 2-0. Mike England saying 2-1 Arsenal. Alan saying 2-1 Arsenal. Brian saying 5-0. Chris Davison saying 2-0. Gel 12 SJO saying 2-1. Christian saying 2-0. Stephen saying 1-0. Sam saying 2-0. Mike Fever saying 1-0. Keith Kim saying 4-1. Bad Boy saying 2-1. Mark P saying 3-1. Jamiroquai, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Need to make a comeback, son. 3-0. Chris Bennett saying 6-0. Tracy 2-0. Hassan 1-0. West Brom 2-1. Dario 3-1. Garner 3-1. Cole 2-0. Got it all in. Diesel, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well.
Yeah, all good, mate. First of all, happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Second of all, Claude, you sound as bad as I feel, mate. I don't feel that great, to be honest, either. But yeah, we'll soldier through, We'll soldier through, as we always do.
Listen, boys, if you need to shoot off, or you know what I mean, you don't feel well, not a problem. It's, you know what I mean. Don't feel like you have to stay on. Yeah.
I'll see how it goes, mate. Yeah, see how it goes.
Yeah.
Super chat from Harry. Thank you, Harry. Thank you very much, mate. He says 1-1, all about if Sam can outmanage Arteta, which I think is likely. We'll soon see, Harry. We will soon see, mate. Anthony saying Diesel looking dapper.
Yeah, you know, I thought I'd make an effort this year.
Tracy saying Diesel, check photo proof of me and Claude. I rub fix in Claude's chest.
Oh, Tracy's back.
Tracy, look, Claude, what's this picture we've got here of you and
Tracy's
Tracy?
up for round 2. Rub some Vicks on your chest, Claude.
Look, she's sitting on your lap here, Claude. What is going on here?
Got the old Savlon.
Doing some of that at the moment, yeah.
It's some of that, which is the reason why you're ill, Claude.
Sammy, thank you very much for your super chat. He said, we will win. We will win. Jamiroquai saying, love this channel, mate. Keep up the brilliant content. Arsenal have a history of not turning up in these kind of conditions, and get well soon, Claude. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that.
Jamiroquai, what a singer he was. He had some tunes, didn't he?
No, exactly. What was it? Space Cowboy.
Virtual Insanity.
Yep. Great tunes, boy. Great tunes.
Yeah, some big tunes.
Yeah, looks like the undersaw heating's worked well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done well, isn't it? Snow's all gone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, boys. What side is it on?
It's on BBC, BT Sports 1.
Oh, okay.
BT Sport 1.
Yes.
Here we go. We've got our man from New York, Glenn, with us tonight. How you doing, Glenn? Happy New Year, son.
Happy New Year, everybody. Game's about to start here. Do you guys sync up or is it just, what do you do?
Yeah, we can sync up if you want. It's not a problem.
Yeah, oh, you're a minute in already?
No, I'm about 38 seconds in already.
All right, I'm 30.
Hi, Glenn.
Hey,
Hi, Glenn.
people.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Happy New Year again to you, my friend.
Happy New Year. Can you sync up?
Ditto, Glenn. Ditto.
Yeah, I'm on 52 seconds, cool.
Okay. What seconds? 52.
52, mate. 52.
Right, I'll let you know when.
Daniel Body. Come on, Dan. Nice one, mate. Chris Davidson. My guy, a proper geezer in a hat. Yes, you're not operating a hat. No, I promise you that, Chris. I'm not one of them, mate. Promise you. I'm not my own ass, Chris. Yeah, I'm just a humble bloke. Yeah, thank you, mate. Much appreciated.
Yeah, go on then, mate. Go on.
Okay. As everyone can see, if you're not seen it yet, there was a lot of snow on the pitch. But they've done really well, the groundsman and the underground eating, if they've got it there at the All-Falls. There's nothing on the pitch at all now at the minute.
So, I said this to you the other day, Tel. That's what's annoyed me. It seems to be snowing everywhere in the UK except where we are. I know I love a bit of snow. I want to see it. But
what's happened to Glenn's camera?
He's obviously got to do something quickly.
What's happened to your camera, Glenn?
I'm coming.
Right, Warren wants us to have a little bit of a synth on here all together now.
I hope you're coming quick, otherwise the missus won't be happy.
What did that take you? What did that take you? 2 minutes for your first white joke?
you know what, boys, right? I don't even want to lower the tone of this stream, right? Especially this early in, right? Because I've not long got on here. But I've got to say this. Claude, the way your voice is at the moment, I know a certain job where you could rake in a lot of money, right? He clean up, Till. Oh, mate. Oh, even I'm tempted to ring up.
We've got Flo in the house. How you doing, Flo? Glenn, give Claude one of your joints to take the pain away.
What? Who said I smoke?
Oh, good save.
What, Claude? What? I missed it. First of all, I predict Arsenal's going to win 2-0. What do you guys predict?
I'm predicting 3-0.
Yeah.
Claude?
I said 2-0 or 3-0. Depends if when the first one.
Diesel, what was your prediction?
I'm going to go Arsenal 1-0.
Oh.
I don't think there'll be a lot of goals in this. We'll probably get that later on. What do you reckon, Glenn?
I think 2-0. I don't think we're creative enough to break down Big Sam's park the bus.
Yeah, I know it's West Brom, but these are the sort of types of teams I think we struggle against.
But don't forget, Diesel, they show up for the big teams.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they do. True.
The last game, they lost 5-0, didn't they? So I think if we score first quite early, their heads might go down.
Yeah,
well, if we could get an early goal, you know, they'd have to open up, and then, you know, maybe we got.
Where's his mask? He was moaning last time, and he had a mask on, saying that the football should be cancelled, and he had a mask on. But today he hasn't got a mask. What's going on?
Who's that?
Sam Allardyce.
Oh, what, have you just seen that bit of him having a go at someone?
No. Last time, in the last game when they lost 5-0, we was moaning, saying that football should be cancelled and there should be like a 2-week because of all the teams going down with it at the moment.
Oh.
No. We need to isolate guys like Big Sam that are more susceptible to it. We don't have to stop the entire league.
Well, another game got cancelled tomorrow, isn't it?
What's that? Who's off?
Burnley, Fulham.
I think the Chelsea got called off as well.
Do you think it's a matter of time, boys, before the Premier League just comes to a halt again?
No.
Yeah, I think.
No. 99.7% chance of recovery. Don't talk like that, guys.
I think unfortunately it will do. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'll do.
It's there's more and more players just picking it up, and I mean, look, they must be doing it right in the eyes of the Premier League law, if you know what I mean. But if one player gets it and they've been in training, I can't see how they haven't been in close contact. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem.
Yeah, but you can just test people if a player turns. If the Premier League were doing everything right, they would have 5 substitutions. That's just for this season. I'm not saying do it forever, but if we need 5 subs again, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, go on, Tierney.
Tone, that is exactly the route I was going down, mate. Babe station. Hello. You've been naughty or nice?
That would scare the hell out of my wife. She'd think Freddy Krueger was in the house.
Yeah. True.
I'm glad you all think this is funny.
I don't think it's funny. I think it's only. Oh dear.
So what do you think about the 3 Tottenham players having a party?
They played well today, though, didn't they? They played very well.
I understand. One of them, he dropped 2 of them and put one of them on the bench. Mourinho.
Who was the ones at the party then?
Celso. Regillion, is that how you say his name? The right back.
Oh yeah.
Regulon, yeah.
And Lama.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of West Ham players there too.
What was this? That's party or something?
New Year's Eve party.
A lot of people went on that. Did you see that? Did you see that outside St Thomas's Hospital? Is it St Thomas Hospital?
Yep.
Saying it's what you call it. They're all protesting, saying it's a myth. The whole thing is a myth. Loads of them outside.
Okay. Yeah. Well, 5 of my family have got it, so it's a myth.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not, but that's what they were doing. They were.
Yeah, well, I've just been told tonight that my nan's got it in a care home. So let's hope it is a myth and that she don't pass away, eh?
Oh, is that Kim or Kim? Sorry, I saw a comment from your dad in the chat.
Yeah, my mum's mum.
Yeah. Got to be careful what people say, because if it happens to one of their family, then it's not good, is it? I mean,
no, exactly. That's what I mean. These people, they think it's okay to go about and do all of this rubbish. That's the problem. They're the ones that will shout the loudest when their family get it or they get it. They're the ones that be shouting the loudest, saying that the government are doing shit. They need to do this. They need to do that. We need to get it all out there and all that crap. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to hear that.
The other week, what did I say to you, right? The same people taking the piss are the same ones who have been clapping every Thursday for the NHS. Yeah, exactly. Right? And I've seen, if you see on Twitter, because I'm sure you see it, because I think you liked it, right? There was a nurse who works for the hospital, and she was basically saying, look, we need people now more than ever, because we are about to go through the absolute mill again. Some of these nurses don't even get to go home and see their families still. They're working round the clock, right? And all they want us to do, all they're asking people to do is to help us, guys. Please stay home.
Okay.
And people can't even do that.
I know,
You know
mate.
what I mean? So, I don't know.
I know, mate. That really pisses me off, mate. Do you know what I mean? It really pisses me off. But I try not to get too involved in it. Do you know what I mean? But when people, it just pisses me off when people say it's a fucking hoax and it ain't really happening and all that shit. And then it hasn't, thank God it hasn't happened to you or anyone near you. Do you know what I mean? Which is great. Fantastic. But we're still not out of this yet. You know what I mean? We're still in a war with it at the moment.
Mm. Oh yeah. It's not going away anytime soon, mate. I can tell you that much. We've got to learn to live with it. That ain't got to learn to live with us. That's going to be around. We've got to learn to adapt, if you like.
Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree with you, people.
You know, and they say as well, don't forget what, you know, if you look at the weather plays an important part. You know, obviously it's not summer anymore, it's freezing cold out there. You know what I mean? A lot of it's in the air, isn't it? You know, I walked past someone the other day, right? And the geezer coughed or he sneezed or something, covered his mouth. It was like literally walking down the road. And I just thought, you can catch it just from that. I happened to walk past him. I breathe because it's the particles, isn't it, in the air? You know what I mean? And it's just how tiny it is, opening the door or pushing a trolley in Tesco's that hundreds of people before me have pushed. It's so easy to catch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I don't get when people say, "Oh, you don't need to wear it when you're outside." I don't understand that because you can catch it outside, can't you?
Yeah.
In the open air.
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
yeah.
right?
The worst thing for us, Claude, is the weather. If it was summer, I think we'd have half a shot, obviously, because the weather plays an important part. Because of how it is at the moment, this is the worst weather for us with regards to what's going on at the moment.
Nino, you did see that, mate, and unbelievable.
Okay. I can't speak for the UK. I'm going to say something quickly about the US. Okay. In Hollywood, they are allowed to make movies. Okay. They're called essential workers. Meanwhile, all these mom and pop restaurants in Hollywood, California have to be closed. But these actors can go around making their movies. And all I will say is the World Health Organization says that lockdowns are worse, are the worst thing you could do. And that's all I'm going to say.
Least tenders are having parties.
So I think that these lockdowns depend on how much money you make.
They didn't get the script right in EastEnders, did they? They're all bloody celebrating in the pub.
So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, in the U.S., the politicians, it's rules for thee, but not for me. F that.
Oh, yeah, true.
I think that's the same here, mate.
I think it is the same, mate. You're right.
No, it's true. I do like this one, Jonathan Calvert. Big up. I think Jonathan was on the stream over New Year's. I'm sure that was you, Jonathan. Big up to yourself, mate. He's put Sean Dyche and Claude are twins. So it's exactly how Sean Dyche speaks, isn't it? I like that.
Free kick here for Arsenal.
Harry Gleason's in the chat. Big up, Harry. Hope you're well, mate. Happy New Year to you. Speaking of New Year, what did everybody do? Because I'll tell you what I did. I stayed in and did fuck all.
I hung out with that guy in the top right-hand corner. And I actually, Diesel, was hoping that you wouldn't be on because that meant you were doing something with a nice lady somewhere, you know, on New Year's Eve.
No, I was on my own, mate. It was just me and Rita. No, I'm joking. Quite. Do you know what? Right, the amount of people who asked me, "Did you do anything New Year's Eve?" No, I stayed in, had a quiet night in front of the box, watched a few films. What, on your own? Yeah. Oh, but you didn't do anything new? No, it's like, it's not just because of what's going on. I've never been a New Year's Eve person. I went out a couple of times years ago, right, where pubs, obviously, you know, they if you go to a pub or a bar, it's rammed. right?
Yeah.
Then you have to pay to get in, where, you know, for the remainder of, normally in the year, you don't. Right, to get a cab home, it's double bubble, right?
Yeah.
Drinks go up in price. It's such an overrated night, right? I don't get it. I'm not a New Year's, I have to go out New Year's, I've got to do something big and special on New Year's Eve. It's just another day for me, mate. It's just a normal day.
Nice. Totally respect that. Totally.
Yeah.
Listen, I was happy. I played Monopoly with the family and I won. So I was a millionaire by the end of it. I had hotels and asses and God knows what. So I was happy for it. You know what I mean?
Well, I was working.
Had a good drink and all. So it weren't too bad.
I was working and I had to pull out with the lights of Glenelg for £3.5 hours.
Oh, yeah. Okay. As soon as I signed on, it was like 8 guys against me about Arteta. Then I tried to change the subject and said, "Hey, you guys
Has he missed it?
New Year's Eve was no walk in the park for me either. As soon as I signed on, I got sucked into a conversation. I don't know how you do it, Terry, trying to stick up for Arteta. It was torture.
Oh, how has he missed that? They're trying to replay again.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it now.
Oh. Oh. Well, we're 16 minutes in, and I don't think West Brom's had a chance yet, have they at all? It's been all last.
One chance, but they were straight to keep, I think.
Big up to Alex Wilden. Happy New Year, Alex. Hope you're well, mate.
Hope you're well, mate.
What else we got here? What the government should do is fine people who wear masks inside the shops and outside. £100 straight fine. Do you agree, guys? Yeah, I'd go as far as saying £1,000, mate. If you're in tier 4 and people are caught breaking or being to get or whatever, you know, breaking the rules, the bigger the fine, the less you're going to go out and break them. Do you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people have breathing difficulties, and it's hard for them to wear the mask. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Unless you're exempt, which is a lot of these notices now. I mean, it's weird. Do you know what it is, Rob? When I go to Tesco's, right, I find it really weird now when I see someone without a mask on. Loads of people, they wear them now, but I still see one or two, not many, but one or two that don't, and they walk around freely. And I look at that and I think it just looks weird to me now because I'm so used to the masks. Do you know what I mean? It's just strange, isn't it? But
yeah. Do you know what is really weird, Diesel? Is that when you do have to go to
the stick crosses in all evening, hoping the best. Is that all we got in our game at the moment?
We're not creative enough, Claude. We're not creative enough. This team's not creative enough to break down these kinds of...
If we didn't have Saka, mate, I tell you, we'd be in the real shit, mate.
What was I going to say? I'll tell you what is funny now, Diesel, is that obviously when you do have to go out for your essentials, is that you get out of the car and you know what I mean, you get 2 steps away from your car and you think, fuck, I ain't got my mask.
I do it all the time.
You know what I mean? And you got to go back and get your mask, and it's mad. Yeah, I do it all the time, mate. And do you know what? It's horrible to wear. Do you know what also annoys me as well? You know, when let's be honest, boys, right? You know, we go out shopping, you know, we see some lovely ladies out, don't we, right? And you can tell that she's an absolute salt. But the only thing is, right, because of the mask, you can't see the bloody boat. And that really winds me up. Right? They're looking at you thinking, I wonder if he's all right. But they'll never know because I'm wearing a mask. They can't see me. It proper bugs me. Go on.
But I guess I'm the only one with I'm the only one with that issue. Yeah.
I was just watching the thing.
No, when you see like you know the ladies out in Tesco's or whatever, you see like a girl, you think, oh, from the back looks all right, and then she turns around, you can't see her boat tail because she's wearing the mask. Finds me.
It's a geezer, really.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Not Nicola, it's Nick.
That was a lovely little shirt you got for Christmas then.
Oh,
I normally wouldn't, but it's been locked down. Fuck it.
Oh, dear. Come on. Surely this game is at the moment is when we score, not if we score.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is once we get the first, we'll get about 2 or 3. I think it's just a matter of getting the first goal. Oh my God, what's happened there? That's a foul, ref.
Why? Twice that's gone. He's not give a foul there.
You know why? Because even the ref can't stand Xhaka. Oh no! Oh, point blank at Leno.
Yeah, I think you're just a bit behind us, didn't you?
Yeah. Hang on. I'm 2030, 2031, 2032.
A few seconds behind us.
Yeah, I'm 30 seconds behind you guys. I don't care though.
Arsenal small talk. Hello, hi there. Just tuned in. Happy match day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Richard Bugs. Oh, good question. Terry, thoughts on Holding? Rob Holding, new contract, and Saliba going on loan. A couple of good bits of managerial skill there, don't you think?
Well,
I've got a feeling it's been a bit saggy there. But,
with Holding, to be honest, I think he's one of our better defenders out of all the defenders we've got. So him getting a new contract really doesn't bother me. I think he's done well in his last 2 or 3 games. And with Saliba, it's totally different. Totally different. I ain't going to speculate because if apparently he was supposed to be going out on loan at the beginning of the season and then he was supposed to be going back to St. Etienne and all that rubbish, people believe the paper talk. And it didn't happen. He stayed here. And let's wait and see. But, you know, there's got to be, if he does go back out on loan or he does get sold, there's got to be some sort of reason behind it. And I don't understand. I'd love to see him in an Arsenal shirt. And I will be annoyed if he does go. But let's be honest, just because he hasn't played for us yet doesn't mean he's going to be a world star.
Go on, Kieran. Go on, Kieran.
Yeah! What's the goal, Tierney? Get in there, son. What's the goal with his right foot? Get in there.
My captain, boys. My captain.
My captain too, and also.
Get him, Tierney. Warrior, mate. Warrior.
And let's have it right. Let's have it right. If they was just training on the pitch at the moment, he'd be on that pitch with no sleeves on still, not with gloves and scarves on like everybody else.
Listen, if it was okay, if it was legal to play naked, mate, he won't wear nothing.
Do you know what it is? You know why he scored tonight, didn't you?
Go on.
You know why he scored tonight? Because he's angry. He's angry that his old club Celtic lost and basically handed the title to Rangers.
Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Like the build-up at the... Look at it, bro. You know what? You don't, let's be honest, boys. You don't often see left-backs doing that.
I don't know. We've been blessed with left-backs, haven't we, that score good goals. Nigel Winterburn, Ashley Cole. Scored some banners.
Yeah, I tell you something. And it coming down with the snow.
Oh, yeah, it's like
so jealous.
Fluffing it.
Oh, do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. If it gets any worse, they could call this off.
Nah, they won't get called up because it doesn't look like it's settling on the ground that much at the moment. I'll tell you what they might have to do is change to an orange ball.
Yeah, because it must be like players' vision tell as well, isn't it? That's what I'm looking at. Because that's thick snow. That.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't got the normal orange winter ball. Normally,
yeah, it is a bit mad.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Do you remember when do you remember back in the day, boys, when you had to go by the aerial and it used to go all fuzzy? And you had to move the aerial to get a good picture. That's what it looks like on the screen at the minute.
Yeah, moving that back for around about an hour.
You had to get
fix it, the game's done. Yeah.
People, look, kids nowadays don't know what they're missing because your mum and dad used to say to you, look, I've got a game for you. Go and pick that aerial up and, you know what I mean, and twist it around and stand it. And then they go, right, stand still, don't move, stand there for half. EastEnders is on.
Oh, true. Yeah, David Dundas, Happy New Year, mate. The sad thing is, Till, saying Holding is one of our better defenders isn't saying much. Yeah, I agree with that.
No,
yeah.
I've always got fair, David. I don't understand where you're coming from, but I've always liked Holding. I've always thought if we had a strong defender next to him, he ain't half bad, to be honest, and he's been showing that. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, I don't mind if Holding stays if he doesn't ask for too much, because this is his age 30 contract, and you know, he might want more than he's worth. I think he's a decent player. I like him too, Terry, but I'm not sure if he is, you know, the team we want Arsenal to be. I'm not sure if he's a starter.
No. I get that. I get where you're coming from, Glenn, and I totally agree with you, mate. Do I want him as our main defender in our main 11? No, I don't, obviously. But at the moment, we've got bigger other positions to worry about now, I think.
Yes, I agree. I think a creative midfielder is at the top of the list January. I don't have my hopes up, but that would be what I'd be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there, Tenny. Look at that passion, boys. That's how you celebrate. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's a warrior. I'm telling you, he's a warrior. He's a throwback. Now, I look at him. Claude says it as well. Well, I don't remember Kenny Sansom, but obviously a bit before my time. But for Claude to say he's the closest thing to Kenny Sansom, I mean, that's a massive compliment. But Claude, am I right? He just looks to me, he's a throwback. He's just one of those old school left backs, you know, uncompromising, works hard, puts a shift in. Do you know what I mean? Will give you a 7 out of 10 every single week.
Yeah.
When you see in training, the players wearing gloves, hats, snoods, scarves, all this, that. Tierney's the only one in it, Till. Like you see, the weather don't bother him, the cold don't bother him. You know, he's come to work. He ain't come to show off. He's come to work and graft.
I'm not going to lie. This is Tierney summer coming from Scotland.
He's come from Scotland. This is nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying to him.
Yeah, it only took a couple of games for Tierney for me to realize that's a future captain right there. Claude, you think Tierney's captain material?
Yeah, he has that. Yeah. But I don't know. It depends what the manager thinks. I'm not sure.
Oh, Jesus. Just shake your head yes or no. Stop talking. Oh, my God. I'm kidding, Claude. I'm kidding.
That's all right, mate.
He's auditioning, Glenn. He's auditioning for that job I told him about. He's auditioning.
Go on, boys. Go on. Smith through. Yeah! Get in there. What a goal. What a team goal. Get in there. What a goal.
Yeah, great goal.
What a goal. 2-0 up. 28 minutes. Arteta out, son.
No, Terry, don't start that fight. Terry,
Claude.
Behave yourself.
One of the last two games, we're 2-0 up in this game. All of a sudden, see what I mean about the Arteta thing? See what I mean? See why this fan base is like that? See? There you go, Claude. There you go. Blimey.
I'm just seeing that goal. It was nice. Terry, look what you did. You opened up Pandora's box. Now Diesel's fanning it all over the place like a bad fart. Come on, guys. That's
You know what? If little things like that, if it's something small like that can make you, but I'll tell you something, you are the Cronky's dream fan. Or the club's dream fan, I'm telling you.
What a good team goal.
Don't demand much, do you? Don't demand much. All right.
What a good team goal, in all seriousness. That was a good goal. I ain't seen that for ages, to be honest.
Oh, blow it, I missed the replay. Oh.
That's because you was wild up there, Diesel.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. Attack again, go on. Lacazette.
Smith.
Aubameyang, just inside the box. Oh, he's been tackled. Oh, hold up. We've still got a chance. No, we haven't.
What is...
Go on. We've still got a chance here. Ceballos over to Bellerin.
It's tough to ask you guys questions because you're 30 seconds ahead of me in the game, so I don't know if I'm interrupting a nice
Unlucky. Oh.
Go on, Glenn.
Diesel, I wanted to ask you. I don't want to argue about Arteta. I just want to give you a hypothetical and hear your answer. Say that Arteta does not get sacked before the end of the season. What would Arsenal have to? What would the team have to do for you to not say sack him after this year? If he doesn't get sacked during the season, would you say top 4, which I know is a long shot, but what would you say?
What, for this season?
Yeah, say they don't sack him. What is your minimum to keep him beyond this season?
Nothing, Glenn. To be honest with you,
okay.
No, I'm not just saying that to be controversial. I'm staying true to what I've always said. I don't think. I'll give you an example, right? Solskjaer, I think he's terrible. Should not even be in that job at Man United, and yet they're second in the league, right?
Right.
Arteta, for me, I don't rate him, Glenn. And to be honest, I want an elite manager, and a lot of the reason why I do is because an elite manager can attract top players. I don't think Arteta's got the name or the pull. I don't think he did anything in the game when he was a player. Lampard isn't really much better, but what saves Lampard is he was an absolute baller when he played. He was a top player. And that's enough of a reason for a player to come and think, I want to play for him. I don't think Arteta's got that pull where a top, not any player, but we want top players at this club.
Yeah,
If I've got a top player thinking, I want to go to Arsenal and play under Mikel. I just can't see it.
Not only that, right? Hold on.
Yes.
Not only that, right? If we'd have played all these players now that we're playing now at the start of the fucking season instead of all that crap, Willian, Luiz, all that shit, right?
Oh,
where would we be now? We'd probably be fucking up near the top of the table. No, it's not hypothetical. The only reason these players are in now is because all these players were ill and got ill.
What you're saying is that if we play these players all year, then we're going to be in the top 4 no matter what. That's what you're saying. That is what you just said.
We might have been up better in a position. Do you think we'd have lost all them games if we'd have the Smith Rowe, all these players coming in, right? And Marlene's not even playing tonight, yeah. Look at Smith Rowe, not even considered for Europa League until the last game, yeah. Look what a difference he's making, and we've had all this great players. Not interested. Players that don't even or just here for the money.
Hold up, Claude. Hold up. Let me just bring you back a few pegs a second, right? Because like you said at the beginning, this is only West Brom we're beating. It's only West Brom we're beating at the moment. Wait until we play the top 6. We don't know what these players are going to do again.
I didn't say. I don't sit down and start. We'll beat these, yeah. But the problem is, right? Even if it's West Brom, right? We couldn't beat Burnley with the other players that we had in. Could we?
No.
So that's what I'm trying to say. What a difference it makes. And I'm not saying I think we would have got better results had we played these young players together.
Possibly could have done.
Yeah, I agree.
The only reason he's playing these players now is because 2 of them were caught fucking partying, and they
stumbled on this, Claude. He stumbled on it. It fell in his lap. Let's be honest. This fell in his lap.
Hold up, ain't William back in the team now, and he's left him on the bench.
He's on the bench. That's what I'm saying.
He can't play. He
I thought he hasn't got any backbone and won't leave him out. Everyone that is against Arteta on Twitter today.
If he brought him back in, he would have been murdered.
He'd have been crucified, Sal. You know that. Come on.
everyone against Arteta. If you go on Twitter earlier on, they was all saying William will be back in the team today. He will be back in the team. He'll be playing in the first 11. He'll be playing in the first 11.
What you're doing, Terry, what you're doing is you're twisting what I'm saying now. You're twisting it.
I didn't say you.
What I'm trying to say to you is he could have played all these players early in the season. Instead, he played players that had no interest in playing for our football club, yeah? So that is down to him. I'm sorry. There's no excuse. And we have wasted half a fucking season here where we look all these teams now. We could be in front of Chelsea. We could be up there. We even beat Man United, yeah, Old Trafford. And where are they now? Joint top of the league.
But Claude, hold up a second. We're only 6 points behind all them teams. What you're saying?
Yeah, but that's the
that doesn't matter. That's not the benchmark. No, because what you're doing, you're dismissing all the crap, right? That's gone on because we're 6 points. We're 6 points behind them teams, because it's been such a topsy-turvy season. If this was any other normal season, we'd be miles behind. This Man United team is the worst I've seen in 39 years. They are second in the league. That tells you all you need to know, mate. It's a poor season. But come on, me and you have both said that United team, me and you, growing up, that is the worst United team. Me and you we've both said that. The manager he's not a Man United caliber manager, and yet they're second. They're in a title race. And look how poor that team is. Let's be real.
I can't believe. Hold up, man. Diesel, come on. I can't believe our fans are so fickle, right? You're now saying that Man United are in a title race. Now, 5-6 games ago. Hold up. 5-6 games ago, we was all saying that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to be sacked.
He does. I don't rate him. I don't rate him.
They've won 4 or 5 games on the trot, and where was they? They were right down there, and now they're right back up there. If we win another 2 or 3 games on the trot, I'm not saying that.
The reason what you're saying.
Hold up. Listen, right? If all the news ones, right? All of everyone that said Arteta out, right? You was all saying that we're in a relegation battle here. We're in a relegation battle. After today,
no, because I said we need. I looked at it and I said we'll get out because the team's below us.
Hold up. Everyone was saying we was in a relegation battle, right? Now, come today, right? We will be 6 points off the top 3. We'll be 6 points off the top 3, right? And then hold up, let me finish. 6 points off the top 3 and 12 points off of bottom 3. So now are you saying that we're not in a relegation battle, we're in a title battle now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say we are. No, I don't think we are. No, I don't think we're in battle. We're lucky to get mid-table. What I'm trying to get into your head, he's wasted half a season with players that weren't interested, right? Because he was when it's just shone about. It's too late, so we've wasted half a season.
Well, hold up. We've got a couple of super chats here. Ricardo, my coach, Unai, is back in the top 4, Terry. Ricardo, I'm so glad for you, mate. And, if you're a Spanish Villarreal fan, I'm pleased for you, mate. But as for me, mate, I'm Arsenal. Don't give 2 shits about Emery anymore, mate.
Oh, you did the other night when they were losing.
What's that?
You did the other night when they were losing. You wanted to mention it. But now, because he won. Did he win today?
He won today, yeah, but 2 teams underneath him have got games in hand and they can go back above them. One of them, including Barcelona. So, they could go back down to 6th. So there you go, Ricardo. You forgot to mention that, mate. But there you go. Not a problem, mate. Bert Leno, thank you very much, mate. Let's just give Arteta the season now. We're safe and we're safe. And can't get relegated.
That is how far we've fallen. That's how far we've fallen. Arsenal, we're safe. Like we're some back street team. Come on, man. I mean, there was never any talk of this. Listen, I know what you're saying, right, about the relegation thing, right? I've never said we'll get relegated, but what I have said is, right, it's possible. I'm not one of these. We could never ever get relegated. We are the Arsenal. There's no chance we can get relegated. We're not careful. Let's be honest. The table dictates, not us. We don't dictate the fans. The table does. The table never lies. Right, and we were down there, right? Yes, we've had some favourable fixtures. West Brom, I said to you in the last stream, right? After the run we've been on, if you could pick 6 teams to play next, you'd pick the ones that we're currently playing, wouldn't you? So this is great. Beating West Brom, great. Chelsea, great result, right? Brighton, yeah, okay, yeah, we won that, right? But don't let these players fool you. Don't let this manager fool you, right? I think good results, right? Arsenal have a social media team, right? Don't think they've not got people who they employ to trawl over the whole of social media, right, to get, you know, the latest sounds, you know, from the Arsenal fans. And at the moment, Arsenal fans are buzzing because we've won a couple of games. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and this is the thing, So everything seems hunky-dory again, doesn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. You know, you can't... I know you don't like what I'm saying, but at least I don't say this one week and that next week and this next week and next week. I always remain consistent. I love it when we win, but this can't mask the real root of what's going on, because
the thing is, right? We're not masking
it. When we play a half decent team, we get found.
Look, listen, when we lose, right? When we lose, everyone's against you're all against it. Oh, Arteta's this, Arteta's that, blah blah blah.
I'm against Arteta when we win, mate. It doesn't make no difference to me. I want him out.
When we win, it's only West Brom, guys. Come on, it's only West Brom. Arteta's doing nothing. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. The team ain't doing anything. We need to forget about the past. Forget about the past, right? We can't bring it back. We can't do anything. All we can do is look to the future, right? At the moment, we've got a few good games coming up, which we all know and we all keep talking about. Let's win them. If we win them games, we're right back in the mix of being in the top 4, if you want. There's 6 teams in front of us that are only 3 points in front now. 6 teams.
Okay.
3 points in front.
All right, guys, let me say something, because I had to let my dog out, and I didn't mean the missus. And those of you that are married...
That's not a nice way to talk about your missus, is it?
You've done it on purpose, Glenn. You've done it on purpose. You waited until I took a gulp of drink, and then you said that.
And don't you get offended, Claude. You've never seen her. No, but seriously, Terry, Diesel, just like you and Claude say that there's nothing Arteta can do to change your mind. I respect that, but don't think that guys like me and Terry are like, everything's okay now. We're just playing it one game at a time. Whoever's in front of us, that's it. You know, some of us are. I'm not even looking at the Premier League table right now. One game at a time, although I might after this game. So I understand what you're saying, Diesel.
All right, Glenn, you're right. Terry ain't. Right?
What's Leeds' goal difference at the moment?
Don't think like that.
We're in front of them.
Terry stays quiet when we're losing, right? The minute Arsenal score a goal, oh, see Claude, see Diesel, what you were saying, Arteta, look at Arteta, look what he's doing. Emery loses a game, right, at his club. Oh, God, look, you know, you're special one, look at him now. It's not the manager, you know, you thought he was. But then, when Emery wins a game, Claude and I, we don't come on this stream and say, Terry, Emery won today at his club in Spain. What you got to say now? You don't say that. But when he loses, Terry's very good to say it to us. So, again, I say to you, right, all this thing about hunky-dory, yeah, West Brom, Brighton, Chelsea, great. Arteta stumbled on something here. He played the likes of Smith Rowe because he had to. It wasn't a masterclass. Claude mentioned 6 of Brighton's top players were on the bench. Claude calls them the Brighton reserves. Yet we just about got over the line with a poor Brighton team. Brighton are down there anyway. Without 6 of their players, they were even more of a poor side, and we just limped over them. But because we won. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But when we lose another game, Glenn, and we will lose again very, very soon, watch how many Arsenal fans flip and go back to that. I've always been over there, Glenn. I'm not here, then there, then here, then there, then here. I've always been over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I put the club above any player, any manager. This manager, in time, he may prove me wrong. But his first stint as a boss is at our club. No, we're better than that. We're better than a rookie. We deserve a top level bot, in my opinion.
You're contradicting yourself there, people. You're contradicting yourself there. You're contradicting yourself there because you just said I put the club first. Right? It doesn't matter about what manager who's in or what player's in. If you're putting the club first, we're winning 2-0 at the moment. It doesn't matter. We're winning 2-0. You should be happy. If you're putting the club first.
Happy about what, Tal? Happy about what?
We're winning 2-0.
Where are we at the moment? Right? Your whole
11.
thing is
11.
we've been absolutely atrocious, yet we're only 6-7 points above off.
Exactly.
But hang on a minute. So then, when I say to you, if we stopped with us square pegs and round holes, right, and he plays some of the youth, right, and he plays players in their positions, and he drops certain players, I said to you, Tel, I can't see any reason why we cannot get top 4. When I said that, you laughed at me. Now, what you're saying is, oh, hang on a minute, yeah, but hang on, look, 2 or 3 wins. Now, look, we're only 5-6 points off top. So you're telling me, so what I said then isn't as laughable as what it was, because now, because we've won a few games, Tel, if you look at the table, right, is what I'm saying, is it as far-fetched as it really sounds?
What I'm saying to you is doom and gloom as what is it as doom and gloom as what you was saying a couple of weeks ago. Let me just give you another example.
What did I say a couple of weeks ago? What did I say?
Let me give you an example here, right? If results go our way, if that's a big if, right? If results go our way in the next 2 games and we win them, we could be in the top 4, right? We could be in the top 4. And you know what would happen? All these Arteta out people will say, well, what difference it make? Look where we was 6 weeks ago. Are we going to forget about all of that? Are we going to forget about that we was in a relegation battle? Are we going to forget about that we was in 15th place? Are we going to forget about that we lost 8 on a row or whatever, even though that we might be in the top 4? What excuses and silly things that Arsenal fans are going to come up with if that does happen? What's going to be said then if that did happen?
That's what I get what you're saying, all right? But see, the thing is, and Glenn, you know, this is what we do, right? We go on Twitter, we see 3 or 4 people come out with comments, and then we word it as, this fan base is a joke. You've only seen 3 or 4 comments. That's not all of it. That's not all of that's a few individuals, right? They're probably not even Arsenal fans, Tel. I can't speak. I'm not into this Arsenal family, right? Because that's a myth. That's all bollocks, right? Yeah, I can't speak for that. All I can speak, I've given you my reasons why I'm Arteta out, right? And it's not based on because he wins a game or he loses a game. I don't rate the man, right? But I know what you're saying. You see comments, you know, I've said it to you, Tel, and I don't mean to disrespect certain people in the chat, all right? But I've seen some of these people in other chat rooms and they say something completely different to what they say on here. I've got no respect for people like that. A lot of people who fucking tell it how it is, right? And stick to it, whether I agree or not. This is why I always rate you, Tel. Sometimes you're not on the stream, right? When I say this, me and you disagree on a lot. But the one thing I'll always rate you for is you don't change no matter what. You could be in a room with 20 people who are Arteta out. You are the only Arteta in. You don't fold. You will stay true to what you believe. And I love that, whether I agree with it or not. But there are some people who go with the wind. And that is what I pass. That is why I think this fan base is in the gutter, mate, because people just want to follow, whether it could be their favourite YouTuber or, you know, or whatever. Have your own opinion. If you are Arteta out, that's fine. If you're Arteta in, that's up to you. That's your opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just, I just don't get it. Just stick to what you're saying, innit?
Terry, just to interject for a second, I'm sure you want to respond to that. What I think the only thing I think you're doing wrong, Terry, is trying to legislate how guys like Diesel and Claude should feel. They don't feel Arteta is the right guy. So there's always that lingering thing in their head, even in a 2-0 lead. So you can't legislate how they feel when they, you know, I think Arteta has been awful. But he's the manager right now, and like you, I support him. You know, and I think he should be given till the end of the season. But you can't tell Claude and Diesel how to feel when they, honestly, in their gut, don't believe Arteta's the right man.
No, listen, I totally agree. Just 2 seconds. We've got 2 super chats before they go. I just don't want to lose them. Delwyn Jones. Yeah, sorry, mate. It's been there for a while. Diesel has put facts. United are second place at the moment because they have had not lucky penalties. Fucking hell. They've just been getting penalties for nothing, haven't they? Let's be honest. I think if you add it up over the last 2 seasons, they've had a whole season of penalties. 2 seasons. It's ridiculous, unbelievable. Because they have had lucky penalties every bloody game. My team, Liverpool, doing business now. Get new centre back in. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Delwyn. And Flo said, fans like Terry are the Finite and Edu dream team. As Claude once said about Tyler Gazidis dream team, Terry backs Arteta blindly no matter what. Mikel Arteta out. No, I don't see that as being right, Flo, but we will soon see, mate.
You paid for that, Flo, because he's got to read it out.
My manager is going upwards again at the moment, so we can only see, can't we? Like I said, in a couple of weeks, who knows? We could be up in the top 4, and then what excuses are going to come out? That's what I'm saying. What excuses are going to come out then? We will only see.
Do you know what, right? It's like this. I'm going to put this.
We can make top 4 from here.
What's that? Say it again, mate.
You actually believe we can make top 4?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that's what I'm saying. When I
mean,
say
I'll take it back. If he makes top 4, then I'll take it back. But can you honestly say that?
Listen, I don't. There's too many teams for me that are in front of us that are better than us with the squad and the team and their players at the moment. But this season, like Diesel said earlier, it's a weird season. Everyone's beating everyone. No one's running away with it. I mean, as Diesel said, 5-6 weeks ago, who would have thought Man United would be in second place? You know, Man United was awful. All you've got to do at the moment is put 4 or 5 wins together.
At this moment,
exactly. When I say top 4, is it so far out of reach?
Be careful.
It's not easy, let's be honest.
Yeah. At this moment, right, we have the enthusiasm of youth, but that can only last for a certain amount of time because they will hit a dip as well.
Yeah,
so be very careful because after that is when we have to look at it again.
After that, Claude, after that, you're exactly right, is when our experienced players, right, our players that have been there for ages should stand up and take the slack off the young ones. But we haven't got them experienced players at the moment.
I'm watching aubameyang tonight, and I know we're 2-0. I'm watching aubameyang. He's a passenger.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he's been that great.
Yeah, but why is he playing? What's he done?
I think Martinelli would do much more than him, but this is where we've got a problem. I've got a problem with Arteta because he's not
ruthless. Yeah, I agree. Why is
I understand where you're coming from again, but what I can't understand is, don't forget, Martinelli has been out for a year. We don't need to push it. We're 2-0 up. We should be happy that he's, getting sort of a bit of a rest, and he's not getting injured like he did in a couple of games ago when we thought he was going to be out again. Do you know what I mean? If we was losing, I would understand where you're coming from. But at the moment, we're 2-0 up. We're comfortable. We don't need him in this game against West Brom. I would rather see him against the bigger teams and the harder teams that are up there. Let's be honest. Come on, surely. Or am I wrong?
No, I don't know if Claude might have said that. I didn't hear him, so I'm not fussed on it. My argument, it's not about Martinelli should be starting. I get what you're saying. My issue is, why is Aubameyang playing? Because he ain't done nothing. And before people say, but last season he's got lots of goals and he's saved us since he's been here. Yeah, but his reward for that was an absolutely brilliant contract. That's his reward, right? So I'm sorry, what's he doing this season? Because if we're going to keep saying, it's the past. Okay, fine, let's talk about the present. What's he done for us this season? All right, he's been a shadow of the player, right? And let's be honest, and this is even Balogun. I'll give Balogun a chance. Surely you must see what's going on with Smith Rowe. Smith-Rowe's not, let's have it right. He's played well. He ain't been brilliant.
No,
I'm not knocking him, but I'm not going to go OTT with Smith-Rowe. He's played well. But I'm not going to go. I've seen a lot of fans on social media. Oh my God, Smith-Rowe, did you see him in that game? Oh my God, well. No, calm down. He's not been.
I'll tell you what's playing well.
Exactly, Diesel, and I'm with you on that one, mate. Totally with you on that one.
Lacazette's playing well.
I think he's played well in his last 3 or 4 games, to be honest, Lacazette. What, they're just showing the replay of Tierney's goal. What a goal, again.
Yeah, class.
Great goal. What a great goal. And if you look at that, The start of that, when he brought it back with his foot and then cut inside, is exactly what he'd done the week before to get the penalty.
And it's exactly the kind of goal that we used to see in Aubameyang score, when it cut inside, curl it in. You know? Hello, Michael. Evening, guys. Great show. Cheers, Michael. Thank you, mate.
This
Cheers,
team
Michael.
goal here, look, the second goal. How many players had a touch here? That's look. And great team. Look, one touch football.
Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is. All right, to Saka, to Lacazette, to Smith Rowe, cross it in, bang. I mean, this is what I'm saying, Tel, right? It's I don't know, like you haven't mentioned it. I know Glenn hasn't, right? But it's little things. It's little things like that. Look what we're seeing now, Tel, right? Young, hungry players, right?
How many points have Chelsea got now?
We're 3 points behind them, but they'll have a game in hand.
What, they're on 29, Chelsea?
26.
No, we'll be on 26, isn't it, if we win?
No, 23 we'll be on.
No, hold on.
We'll be on 23.
I thought we was already on 23.
No. We're on 23 now, and we're 3 points behind West Ham, Southampton, Man City, Villa, and Chelsea. 6 teams. But Villa have got 2 games in hand on us. And Man City's got 3 games in hand. I can't believe they've got 3 games in hand. Where are they going to fit all this in, Man City?
Yeah, exactly. Which is an already packed schedule, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
So what? We're on 23 now, aren't we? If we win this, obviously we go to 26 points.
No. We're on 23 now, live. That's live.
Oh, so okay, live. That's live.
And we're on 23 now.
Right.
So what? We're 6 points behind Spurs at the moment. If we win today.
Yeah, who's in 3rd place? But they've got a game in hand.
Yeah, they've got, and the game in hand's Fulham, isn't it, at home?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah. So
but we don't know when that's going to be played yet, do we? We don't know when that's going to be played yet.
Yeah, but you've got to remember I see what we still got to play all these teams at home. Remember, Man City. We've got to play Tottenham at home, Man City at home, Liverpool at home, Man United at home. So
yeah.
These are games, so we have to win all them games. There's
exactly.
Any chance, but it's it's all very well. It's all very well getting wins against Brighton and West Brom, but these teams are not going to be that easy. As easy as that, are they? Yeah, I get it.
We're all waiting for when we go into these big 6 games and actually have a real chance of winning. And I'm all for using the youth, but we're not going to make a top 4 run using a bunch of youth. We need help.
Exactly, Glenn. Because what will happen with these young players?
They get burnt out.
They'll do well for a few games, and then they'll come back down a bit because they've got at the moment they've got that enthusiasm. Because they've been given a chance, you know what I'm saying? There's no fear, but once the pressure builds on you, you get a good reputation. The pressure builds on you then, and that's when you need fear.
And the bigger the game, the more mistake the more chance that a youngster can make a mistake. So I'm hoping that I know we never do anything in January. I'm just hoping this is different this season. We so need help.
Yeah, but until we get players out, we can't get anyone in.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. Mustafi wants to leave. Why isn't he gone already?
Why isn't he gone? No one wants him, do they, at the moment? That's why.
Oh no! If we listen to all the paper talk, Barcelona want him.
They need someone to carry the water. What? He's not going to play for Barcelona.
What, sell hot dogs outside.
I think. Look, all respect to he would be good in the Bundesliga. The Premier League's too tough for him.
Is that David, the New Zealand guy?
Yeah.
I want to apologize because he went off last night. I'm sorry because we had so many and he volunteered to go off. I'm really sorry that he couldn't stay on longer, but we had so many coming on and he volunteered to go off. I just want to apologise that.
Yeah. Do you know what? I see that. No, respect to you, Dave, because there were some people on there who were on for the old stream. But you actually volunteered to go off, mate. So class to you. Cheers, Dave. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, because no one was moving, no one was shifting.
Lucky I went on it, mate. I'd have shifted them, but anyway. But yeah, no worries.
You talking about the New Year's Eve show, Claude?
Yeah. 10,000 people watched that, you know, 10,000. So.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. Claude, do you know what that means? It means there are 10,000 people on New Year's Eve doing the same as me, and that was fuck off.
Well, you could have gone on for 5 minutes and said hello.
I wanted to, mate. I wanted to. Claude, I was watching it. I wanted to, but you know the reason why I couldn't. So we'll just.
My favorite joke.
Even making it own fireworks.
I don't know who said it on New Year's Eve.
What do you mean breaking COVID rules? Then, in other words.
Nah, nothing like that, mate. You know what I'm on about. You know what I'm on about.
Yeah, breaking COVID rules.
Oh, mate.
When I joined the New Year's show,
you know what I mean? God damn. Anyway.
Good.
When I joined the New Year's show, I asked, "Hey, are you allowed to go out in the UK and celebrate New Year's Eve?" And someone yelled out, "No. Why do you think we're sitting here talking to you?"
Ryan, thank you for your super chat, mate. He said, great show as always. Looking forward to watching this channel grow even more in 2021. Great content and great guys too. Keep up the great work all. Ryan, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that.
Lovely words, Ryan. Lovely words.
Nice,
thank you, mate. Really nice.
He must mean you, Glenn, because we're obviously not the good guy. No,
what? What are you talking about?
Sammy said, Diesel, I was drinking good Magnum. Keeps you going.
Nice one, Sammy. What was I drinking? No, I was on the wine, mate. I was on the wine.
Wine.
Keo's in the chat. How you doing, mate? Hope you well. Hi, lads. Claude, buy some lemon sips on me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he needs something.
Street in the middle saying Glenn was absolutely lit on that day.
I was so wasted for that show. Oh my God.
Pepsi Pack, I was on the same as you, mate. Time for a pear cider.
And then, but I had a sad ending to that New Year's party because everything was closing early, and the wife texted me during the show, and she said, "I'm trying to think of a clean way to say this. You have to get to the chemist. That's what you guys call the drugstore. They're going to close soon. Aunt Flo's in town." So I went from Claude's show to the woman's aisle of the local chemist. It was worse. It just absolute worse. It'll happen to you, Diesel. It'll happen to you when you get married.
No, you don't. It wouldn't, because I tell her to go and get it herself.
That's right. Me and Claude, right? You know, we're too old school for that.
Jesus Christ, my God.
We still believe in the kitchen and cleaning and shit.
You're that desperate. Go out and get it.
You just Diesel, you just lost half the numbers in your black book.
Oh no, do you know what? I was just thinking, I just said it and I thought, how many people are watching this thinking, oh my God, did he just say what I thought he said? Can you imagine how many people have rewound it just to see, did he just say what I thought he said?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not watching South Park. That is not Cartman saying, get in the kitchen and cook me some dinner. That's Diesel.
Oh my God, we've just lost 1,000 subs. Sorry.
It's jokes. All three of these guys are stand-up guys.
Arsenal Manic saying, Terry, if Diesel stands up right now and apologises to you regarding Arteta, will you accept his apology? He don't need to stand up and do anything, mate. He's got his own opinions, and I you know what I mean? I accept that, mate. You know what I mean? Listen, one thing like Diesel said is that us three, we will not change from our stances. We will not flip-flop. We've got our own ideas and opinions on things, and that's what makes this channel great. Oh, is he offside here, West Brom? They're through. Oh, he's at the post. Oh, they scored.
Oh, good goal, you know.
Is it offside?
Terry, when you get a chance, give me a time check on the game because I haven't seen any of that.
46:59, Glenn.
Oh, okay.
47:03, 47:04.
Okay.
I think he's onside, you know. I don't know. Hold up.
I just got my first look at it. It looked offside, but I haven't seen the replay.
Good goal, though. That's a good goal. No, I think it's offside. They carried on. Offside, still 2-0 Arsenal. Settled on that ground again, isn't it? Bloody hell. That's
Yeah, I was going to say.
It don't look as thick, though, does it?
Do they really? Would they really stop play if it got to be too much snow? I've seen a lot more snow than this in other games.
No, but you have to understand, Glenn, we don't handle snow well in our country, mate. We when it snows, mate, even if there's a little bit of snow, you know, the underground grinds to a halt, buses don't run, this, that, the other. The whole country, it does tell, innit? Let's be honest, we don't prepare well for it.
Okay. So you
people
can
calling sick off work. Can't leave the house when it's snowing.
You guys can defeat the Nazis, but you can't deal with some snow. Come on.
Exactly.
They look like they're, I don't know, there's a couple of Arsenal players that look like they're going to slip over. Have they got the right boots on or what?
Oh, they have changed the ball. Yeah, they have changed it.
Right?
They ain't orange, though, is it? That's yellow.
No, it's yellow.
Yeah, but it was what normally it's white, isn't it? So.
But I thought it was yellow from in the first half.
Yeah, it was yellow in the first half.
Was it? Oh, well, then it's all right then. If it's yellow, it's all right, isn't it? Because it's when it's white, but when the ball's white.
In the condition, they make it to orange.
Hi, John Wayne.
John Wayne.
John Wayne, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well.
Arsenal Manic, don't you go flip-flopping on me, mate.
That's a foul. Come on. Yep.
Stay true to yourself. Azzy, hope you're well, Azzy. Have any of Claude's exes been in tonight? Well, Tracy Johnson made an appearance at the start of the stream, mate. The other one, Linda, Sharon, Dorian, I haven't seen any of those three yet. Give it time. I mean, isn't it like we did a stream only last week with all these experts appearing up, and a week later, Claude's voice is all croaky. I'm just saying. Pretend he never heard that. Look.
Can't even follow.
Every time you laugh, Diesel, I think of Eddie Murphy. Oh my God! Every time.
We're not going to fall for the bear and tailback.
Making this easy for me. I'm writing notes, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm doing a highlight show of this watch along for the guys.
Go on, come on.
What's your favourite Murphy film, Glenn?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What's your favourite Eddie Murphy film?
48 Hours.
Yeah, that's a great film.
Yeah, great film. I like that. Go on. Got a chance here, Bellerin. Cross the. Oh, go straight to the keeper. Oh. 50 minutes. Well, 51 minutes gone in the second half. West Brom 0, Arsenal 2.
Oh yes, nice one, Sammy. Thank you. That was another one of his exes, Emma Rogers. Christ, there were 5. Whew.
Well done, Holding. Well done.
You know what, right? This is how much of an influence the man's got. Could you imagine how many blokes, after watching that stream last week, went straight online and thought, right, I need to get a Coutinho. Oh, I need to get a Coutinho. It worked for him. Go on.
I can't think they do them anymore, do they?
No, you can still get them. I've looked. was like David Brent when he was wearing them boots, them cowboy boots. I didn't think they made them anymore. Yeah, you can still find them. Oh, God. Glenn changes his clothes more than a catwalk model. This is his third outfit. This is his third outfit in the past hour, or is he just taking a layer off every time until he's fully nude? Yeah, I didn't even notice that, you know. I saw one here for Terry. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Steve Cotgrove. Terry, you watching the boxing tonight?
I maybe. If I am, I'll come on late and do a stream. Just keep. It's Campbell against is it Sanchez? I think it is. If I've got that right.
Oh, right.
Campbell for a belt.
Big up, Steve. Hope you well, Steve. Thoughts and horses, mate. There.
I will be doing the Conor McGregor fight, definitely in the UFC in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah. Sheriff, hello, Sheriff. Sheriff's put quality content as always. Please ask Claude whether he will take Julian Brandt from, is it Mönchengladbach, BVB?
Dortmund.
He's the winger, isn't he? Winger.
Dortmund.
Sorry, Dortmund.
I take Julian Clary at the moment.
Oh, TN's
you are class. One line has gone, son. Julian Clary.
Garcia against Campbell. Sorry. Oh,
yeah,
Bellerin.
Yeah, Dortmund. Yeah.
Bellerin's just come off for Maitland Knowles.
Oh.
Was he injured?
That was my first fault. He didn't look it when he came off, did he? Okay.
I don't know.
Because he's on a booking, I think, maybe that's why.
Go on. Good ball through. Aubameyang on the left-hand side. Oh, it's poor ball, Aubameyang.
I'll take him off now at the moment, the way he's fucking playing.
Take him off. I would have started him. How does he warrant getting back on his table?
Good ball through, Lacazette. Round the keeper. Oh. Deflected. Keeper there. It's unlucky. Oh, well controlled there, Saka. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, good. Yeah, good touch.
That was unlucky, that. God, that was good. Did you see that on the sideline? Now that snow fell. It said Stanley.
No, it's his third shirt now. He's wearing grey.
The temperature. I'm in the man cave. The temperature keeps changing. I'm sorry. I was boiling.
He saw my comment. He went to quickly change. What a joker.
No. You know, I think I could hear you guys if I clicked off the stream. You're so friggin' loud. I was upstairs and I heard you.
What's the population? Glenn, what is the population in New York?
Oh, jeez. I'm so good with numbers. The number that's coming to my head is 8 million, but it could be more than that. Why? Why do you want to know? I'll look it up now.
Sure, it's got to be more than London, isn't it?
How many people live in New York?
As of 2015, the population of New York was 19,795,000.
19 million, if you didn't hear that. 19 million people live in New York.
It's a lot of people. That was in 2015 and all it said, didn't it?
I don't know. I don't listen. Why? What is this in context of? The way you guys are handling the snow?
No, And
We don't give a crap.
how many people have got the corona over in your?
Oh, New York is terrible, but the politicians. It's because of the politicians, guys. I could go on like for the next 5 minutes of why it's so terrible in New York, but people want to see the game. Just you know what I'm saying? Seriously.
Yeah. Don't forget we've got a music quiz after the game. Yeah. I know you enjoy that music quizzes. So.
Whoa! Well, we gonna have a fist fight now, Claude? I thought we were getting along. What's going on?
You enjoyed the last one, didn't you? That music. I remember you was on that music quiz. You enjoyed that.
No, no. Someone did a music quiz and I said bye and I was gone. That's not me. If I'm going to escape from my family, it's going to be to talk and watch football and to change my clothes 100 times.
Isn't that bad then?
They won't leave me alone. That's why you keep seeing the picture of me when I don't want you hearing my wife yelling at me.
Is she quite loud then when she yells? Is she?
Yes, she's like a hot-blooded Latina.
Right.
They're the best ones, Glenn.
Yeah, if they shave their legs.
She makes the right noise.
I'm ready to that Yeti business.
She makes the right noises in bed, though, doesn't she? That's what matters.
What?
Oh,
I don't even remember the last time we were intimate, Claude. We've been married over 20 years. We have 2 annoying children. Anytime I even think about it, one of them walks in the room. It's impossible. Once you have kids, it's all over, young Gooners. Everything's over. Say goodbye to everything.
Yeah.
My God, why are you guys so quiet? Did I lower the mood? I'm sorry.
No, it's just gone into complete. I don't know what's happening in this game. It's like I think we just settled down, and I don't think we. I don't know. It's just strange.
I want to see us get that 3rd goal.
Yeah, I think if we can get another one, we'll get even more. But
you know, the 3rd goal, that's it, over.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Glenn, is actually true, then, isn't it? Like, you know what people say about as soon as you get married.
Yo!
Yeah, get in there. Lacazette, 3-0. Game, set, a match. Up the table we go, boys. Up.
It was like ping pong there for a minute. I thought what's going on there.
So, Glenn, you were just saying about a 3rd goal, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to play the numbers tonight, I think. That was crazy.
That's mine and your score, Claude. We said 3-0, mate.
Yeah, you battered me.
Yeah.
The difference between Lacazette and Aubameyang right now is confidence. Laka is so confident right now.
Oh, that was the defender that bloody hit the post. I didn't realise that.
Oh, yeah.
Defender hit the post, and then who was it who had the shot? Smith Rowe, and it come off the defender. Put it, yeah. Cracking goal. Get it in. 3-0.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do right now? And this I think is the biggest fault of a lot of Arsenal fans. Laka is hot right now. He's playing fantastic. I offer him up straight up swap for aouar right now, the way he's playing. What do you think? Come on, guys. What do you think of that? No? I know it's hard. When Arsenal players are doing well, we never talk about selling or swapping them. I know.
I forgot who got a second goal.
What?
That's all right. Leave me hanging. Just leave me hanging in the wind again.
There you go. Yeah, Jordan, I agree, mate. Watch it now. It's all going to flip over again.
Saka scored the second goal.
Hey!
What about you, Flo? Have you changed your mind now, Flo? We're 3-0 up. Are you Arteta in now, Flo?
Mate, I'm telling you, if we stick with this man, you saw the goal that we scored, team play, Emil Smith, Bro Saka, Arteta's the man, mate.
All right.
No. Fuck, never Arteta in, boys. Still got to go for me. Still got to go.
Exactly.
Still got to go. These last couple of wins change nothing, Terry. Take your hat off. I think your hat's on too tight, Terry. You know, you just...
Like I said, what excuse are you going to come up with? What excuse are you going to come up with if, and it is a big if, in a couple of games' time, results go our way and we do win and we end up in the top 4? Then what?
Right, we're 11th. Come on, Jordan, we're 11th. Come on, title charges on.
Terry, let me just answer that with you. If we end up going on this fantastic run and then we end up in the top 4, I'll pay for all your flights to come down here. How's that?
Well, no, he better do it then.
and if he doesn't, you have to walk from wherever you live to the Emirates naked. All right.
Well, Terry can, yeah, because he's
go on, Tell, take it. Take the bet, Tell, take it.
You got to take it. I got more to lose than that. How you guys been? All right?
Not bad, mate. Happy New Year to you, mate. Hope you're well.
Happy New Year, mate.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Have a look at Glenn. He's falling asleep already. Glenn, wake up, mate.
No, I'm not waking up.
Come on, good chance here, Tierney.
It's a goal.
Oh, yeah, get in there. Is it offside or not?
Oh, that looked off. Oh, hang on.
4-0.
Okay, now.
Come on, the Arsenal. 4-0.
Terry,
you know what?
You're going to sleep like a baby tonight, mate.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Hold up. Can I just ask you a question? Let me ask you a question. Who agrees with Big Sam there that we're still in a relegation battle? Who agrees with him?
Here we go. See what I mean?
Hold up.
See what I mean? He can't just enjoy the win. He can't just enjoy it. His agenda. That's what I'm saying. Agenda.
Diesel. Big Sam.
That's what riles me.
Big Sam said it. No, Big Sam said it the other day in his interview.
So, because Big Sam said it is gospel. Come on, Terence. You're
Big
better
Sam
than
said
Terry.
Question, Diesel. I was asking the question. Do you believe it still? Do you believe that we're in a relegation battle still, Diesel?
Let me answer that. Look, Terry, for this relegation nonsense,
Exactly.
Our form was a relegation, but come on, we'll never in the stage to really think about getting relegated. But our form was bad, which was relegation form. But I don't think probably 90% of the Arsenal fans didn't really believe that we are going to go down. But that's all I got to say about on that. But with Big Sam, it was more about mind games and try to put the pressure on Arteta to say that, because if once you are in the relegation positions as a manager, you are going to do everything to put your opponent off. So that was why Big Sam said that.
Do you know what? Sorry about that. Do you know what? I've just realised that's Ivanovic who used to play for Chelsea that's just come on.
Yeah. And he was a good player years ago. Yeah, he was very good. I rated him at Chelsea.
Bartley who's just come on, didn't he used to play for us?
Yeah, Kyle Bartley, centre off. Yeah.
Hey, Claude, you know how when you had Kevin Campbell on the show and he said in one of these games, some team's going to get a thumping, and I think how many weeks later we finally got 4 goals in.
Yeah, mind you, Leeds knocked 5 past them, didn't they? So
yeah, here we go. We might get a 5th here.
There again, come on.
Ceballos, miss kick. Terrible.
How he's in front of us? How's he in front of us?
Do I have to sync with you guys?
Yeah, can you pause a sec?
I'm just surprised you are in front.
What are you on, Flo?
I've paid my bills, Claude.
What time you on, Flo?
To do with Bill's your location. I'm shocked.
I'm on 6707. I'll pause there.
67, yeah. Hold up, just coming up now. Wait a minute.
That was a good one. I can't even lie.
No, but
Go.
normally when you're a call, they're always behind, aren't they?
Yeah, but I have the Optus, which is the Australian version of Sky Sports, but also my dad has this with European channels. This little box, and that one is like with the European times, and that one's got a earlier, basically, to what you guys have live, like you Terry, when you're on Sky, you don't miss a beat, like it's like on the dot. So same with this one.
Yeah. Who's that? Oh, Woodian's coming on to much dismay of Claude and Diesel.
Hey Diesel. Hey Diesel.
Yo.
I think it's time for you to leave that bullshit weather over there and come over here, mate.
Mate, trust me, if I could, mate, if the flights were on, I'll take you up on it, mate. Honestly. Always wanted to go to Australia.
One, TNE?
The lucky country, boys, the lucky country.
I've got a thing about down under.
You got a penalty. What minute you guys on?
68, 19, 20, 21.
Okay.
I'm literally 2 seconds behind you, Tom.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Here we go. Where's Brom in the attack here, boys?
You like being behind me, Diesel?
Someone please tell me why Aubameyang is still on the pitch.
Yeah, it's like we're playing with 10 men even without him. Like,
Why is he guaranteed to start? I don't get this. Why?
He could never start this game. He shouldn't have started this game.
Get it? Oh, yes. Clear it? Yes.
And he's playing in the left wing position too, which is, if he doesn't score, he does nothing. And he hasn't even been involved in the game at all.
Saka's been.
Here we go. Here's Aubameyang now.
Go on.
Go on, Aubameyang. Oh, what is that?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but Flo, you know what they're going to say?
He's got to bring that back.
It's not Aubameyang's fault. He didn't get the service today, or that's the go-to one, isn't it? That's the go-to.
Come on, Saka, get up.
He hasn't got the service for how long now?
Exactly.
How was your new?
No.
You in Queensland, Flo? No, I'm in Melbourne. Melbourne, as the Yankees say, Melbourne. We headbutted some kangaroos, some goddamn kangaroos headbutting.
Where's Home and Away Neighbours, right? Where are they filmed, Flo? Is that
Home and Away is in Queensland, and Neighbours is in Melbourne, which is about 15 minutes away from my place.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's like a set, yeah?
Yeah, it's a street, a corner street, and it's like right there where they film it and shit. You got to have you got to get permission to go there and stuff.
Oh, is it a real street or is it like a set?
Real street, yeah.
It's a real street.
It's a real street, but they have the Ramsey Street. They just cover the name of the real street and put Ramsey Street because I don't think you're allowed to do that here. There's a law saying that you can't film because of the people living there as well.
Saka just come off. Williams come on. I think that's the precaution anyway because Saka was down.
You guys ignored me the first time I asked this. I'm going to ask it again.
Sorry, Glenn, go on, mate.
If Leon came up to us right now and said, you can have aouar for Lacazette, would you do it?
No.
Yes.
I'd give him Aubameyang. I won't give him Lacazette. I'll give him Aubameyang.
Yeah, I would.
Based on form, probably you will, yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I think even if they come up and say we'll give you aouar for Lacazette, we should do it because our problems in the midfield. So I think Glenn, to answer your question, in a heartbeat, mate.
Yeah, I'd sell him and all.
Yeah.
I'd sell him, Glenn. I'd sell him, but no more of these players coming from France or whatever. They're going to take time to acclimatise. We've got players in this league. We've got players. I'd go as far as looking. You know what? I saw that Eze, right? His goal earlier on for Palace, right? They got him from what? Brentford? No, QPR, right? There are gems down there. Right? There are top good players in this league right? Start buying here. Start buying from home. Start buying players who are ready now, Glenn. Not in a year. Ready now.
That is a terrific point, Diesel, because I know this is not that popular to say. I think the Premier League is too physical for Pepe. So I think that's a fantastic point.
Yeah.
I like this comment here from Ricardo E. That's a good comment, that one.
Oh,
Diesel like that one.
And where is it? Let's try and find it. Terry to Leon. Yeah, well, I don't know if you watch. Ricardo's one of Terry's biggest fans.
Does he bring Gabriel back now? I wonder if he's going to bring him back now, because now they're playing well together as a unit now. Will he bring Gabriel back now?
Well, I think he's out for one more game, Gabriel. Anyway,
who's playing? Oh.
I'll tell you what, Tel, this partnership with Mari and Holding, mate, well, it's like Nesta and Cannavaro for Italy.
Look, the thing is with...
Don't go over the top now, for fuck's sake.
I had to put that in.
Christ, no, not you and all.
Oh, good ball, TNE.
So, like, Flo jokes when he says that, but there are actual fans out there who believe that, you know.
You got to put a bit of salt bay on that.
Did we do this one, Tel? Sammy's?
Nah, sorry, mate. I've froze for a minute, so you're going to have to do it.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. Super chat from Sammy Elliott. Thank you, Sammy. Sammy's put Terry. Arsenal's back. Arteta's at the wheel, baby.
That's it. On board. Toot toot.
Listen, at the end of the day, you know, we've got a couple of wins. Hopefully we can get a couple more and see what happens after that.
Warren Holding good clearance, son.
Defend it. Yes, well done, Holding. Get it out.
I just think if we had a better manager, we would have been in the top 3, top 4 this season. No doubt.
This season, boys, with this everything, the uncertainty of this season was the best time for Arsenal to strike, mate. But it all went tits up. It all went tits up.
I said that and people were laughing.
Willian would not have started any games, that's for sure. And
because under normal circumstances, if the league was like normal with a full preseason and everything, I think would be fucking low down the table.
No, it's how quicker we are with the ball as well, without El Neni in the fucking team as well.
So look, Hope Gaming, right? See what he's put here, right? Very similar to what Claude said, yeah? Right? When you go on about Chelsea retirement home and all that. That is Claude, as like you said it before, he's a good player. Young, hungry, wants to, he's on the way up. We get Willian on the way down. You know, and this is what I'm saying. Players like that, we're talking about aouar and all these players from abroad, right? There are players here, who would thrive at a bigger club like Arsenal.
Did you miss that?
Eze, Claude, is an example. Is an example. You know, it's just, you know, Premier League proven players, English, you know, if we could get another 10 Kieran Tierney's, Crow would probably win the league. You know.
Aubameyang.
And this is the thing, you know, Glenn, what you were saying about aouar, right? I've no doubt he's a good player. Let's be honest, no one knew of him, right? Before, you know what I mean? You know, we were... So some of these fans are going on like they've been watching him for years. It's a load of crap, right? Very technical. You know what? I want big, strong, physical players now. No more nicey and it's great and technical, Glenn, but they struggle against the physical side. I want big, nasty lumps in. That's what I want. Go back to the Vieira and the Petit days and the Gilberto days. Get big, strong, physically imposing players, right? Because we're bullied too much. Let us start bullying them for a change. Let's start bullying them.
William Hill.
Who's the guy from Brighton?
William Hill must think I'm a right mug. William Hill must think I'm a right mug. They want me to cash in on this bet. Are you fucking for real? Cash in when we're 4-0 up? You fucking jokers.
Who's that guy from Brighton? The midfielder. Everyone's talking about him at the moment. That nasty midfield player.
Bissouma. Yeah, Bissouma. Flo, great point. Good example. Nasty, yeah, very hard to play against. I take him in a heart. He would walk into our midfield now, and that's an instant upgrade. Instant.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, Flo? A lot of the fans say, what, he plays for Brighton. No, he's too small. No, sorry, sod all that. Don't get a player like that. Right? Decore at Everton. Oh, I was looking at him thinking, go and get him. Do you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
let's just keep looking abroad for players who tearing it up in the French league, but there's a big question mark. Will they, won't they, over here? Get players who are doing it over here, doing it. It's not a risk, is it?
I'd like the Arsenal scouts to do what Diesel's doing, the way they do it in Brazil. You know, let's put that intensity into those lower leagues. I agree with you, Diesel.
Yeah. And we know they're there. You know, it's definitely players. You know, Buendia's another one at Norwich. Good player. Won't be a lot of money. Go and get him.
Yeah, we're finding a lot of gems in Brazil. It'd be nice if they did something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you never.
Yeah, that's true, mate. That's true. Very true, mate. FIFA. Oh.
Yeah. There's no harm in going to a mid-table team or a bottom team and getting the best player that we need, you know, in a position, because he might thrive on a bigger club and we know with better players.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
There are still things I'm seeing in this game, right? Even that when we play a decent team, we'll get fucking done at the back there. But even now, West Brom have had some good chances there. Where they
have. A better opposition would have been probably 4-3 or something.
Still not right at the back. It's still not perfect on the back.
For me, a midfield like today, El Neni and Ceballos is not going to cut it against top 6 teams. It's just not going.
No, El Neni. It was Xhaka and Ceballos today. But
it was Xhaka and Ceballos. Oh, okay.
This is what the problem is. Is that people still think just because we're Arteta in or God knows what, that we think this is the finished article team. This is nowhere near the finished article team.
Well, you're talking about top 4.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about top 4.
We're there about amongst the top 4. So
Claude, if that's the case, then if that was the case, like I'm talking about the top 4, then you was talking about us being in the relegation battle. That's what I'm saying. You was.
We win together and we'll get out of it because of the
No. I mean, a couple of games ago, we kept losing, and every one of you kept saying.
There's other people might say we were ready. I never thought we were ready.
Terry, the thing with you is you are going off Twitter, mate. The fan base is not Twitter, Terry.
Exactly.
No. Listen, I don't hardly go on Twitter. Right?
Yeah, you mentioned Twitter before when you first came on and said.
What I'm saying is, there's a group. There's a group, and that is Claude's group. That's Claude's group. That's what said that we would go in a relegation battle. That's what we were saying.
Claude's group.
And you know what it'd be today is, all it'd be after this is,
you seem to forget. I said a few weeks ago, but you seem to have a bad memory. I said we'll put together and we'll get out of it.
Yeah, but I never said we was in a relegation battle to start off with. Yes, we was in a bad one, like Flo said earlier on, and we was in a bad one, let's be honest. But not once did I say that we was ever going to get relegated or we'd be in the bottom 3. Not once.
Below us, there's a lot of shit.
What?
There's a lot of shit. We shouldn't even be anywhere near this.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that. You should have
the way this season's gone, and looking at the teams that are above us, right? We should be with this squad we've got, right? Being in the top 4 or top 5 with the squad we've got.
But who's to say we won't get there? If that is the case, who's to say we won't? You kept saying, look how we're going, look how we're going. We're going to be in the relegation zone. That's what you said.
Yeah, but tell, you have to understand, at the time that was true. We couldn't buy a goal, let alone a win. So I'm not being funny. You know, we can only comment on what we're seeing at the time. But now we've won a couple of games. You've done a complete 360. Everyone of us.
Go on. Oh, has he missed that again?
See that? What was that? A deflection of the defender, and aubameyang missed it, and then Coutinho, they cleared it for him.
Listen, all I'm saying is, is that what was all the doom and gloom about?
Look at guaranteeing
What was all the doom and gloom about? All the doom and gloom when what I'm saying is in a couple of games' time, it's a big if, a big massive if. I'm not saying that we will get there. Don't forget, yous were the ones that were saying that this team should be in top 4. But if we get to the top 4, what will be?
If certain things are done, I've never said by rights. I've said that.
I've got fucking gloves on. Tierney there with short sleeves, man. Fucking brilliant.
What's that say again, Claude?
Tierney with his short sleeves. Everyone's got gloves and fucking, you know what I mean? And he's got fucking short sleeves.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah, and the Under Armour clothes that they've got on all the other players. Look.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
But like I said earlier on, this is his summer probably.
Love traffic mentality.
What the hell is that?
Just going back to what we were talking about earlier on, right? All the doom and gloom about United.
Jerry.
Is that your missus calling? Is that your missus calling, Glenn?
No, what was that? What the hell? Flo, was that one of those spiders in Australia that can eat people? What was that?
Nah, it's actually crying.
Zane, super chat from Zane. Thank you very much, Zane. Hope you're well, mate. He's put Claude. The strippers in their hazmat suits are on the way. Expect them in your door in the next 10 minutes, Claude.
Zane, I ain't seen you for ages. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you ain't been ill or anything. Happy New Year to you. But yeah, I ain't seen you for ages, so hope you're well.
Zane don't watch us anymore, Tel. He don't watch us. He watches others now.
Oh, does he? Is that what
he's left us.
Yeah, I see.
He's left us.
That's not good, is it?
Flo, I'm assuming while he's talking about you, does the Aussie guy follow an Aussie rules team up to St Kilda? You're on mute.
Flo.
Speak up, boy.
Yeah, it's, I do follow Aussie rules, and I go for Essendon Football Club, the Bombers, the Dons, the Red and Black.
Oh, I remember her. Pepsi Pack. Look, Mrs. Mangle. Well, that's Joe's mum, wasn't it? Joe's mum. Joe Mangle. Hey, mate.
Lou Carpenter.
Yeah, I remember Lou.
Is he still alive, Lou Carpenter?
I haven't watched Neighbours in years.
What was it Carl and Susan? Do you remember Carl and Susan?
Yeah, Carl and Susan, the couple, the doctor and the...
That's it. Yeah, when they first arrived, I'm not being funny, Susan, back in the day, oh, yes.
I don't know if you've done these super chats. Obviously, I was frozen. So
I think Daphne was good, Daphne.
Sammy said, USA producing good youngsters German clubs want. Okay, Sammy. Oh, there must be a goal coming up.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Who's got the Chinese bills?
He said, Diesel, Ancelotti has attracted James to Everton, and now Khedira is coming. Think Arsenal with James, Khedira, Partey, that is Champions League quality.
No, but Khedira's washed up, man. He's too old.
Too old.
But for a club, like Everton, that's good. That is a good player for them, but not for like a team like Arsenal, no. Because Everton is on the rise, you know. They need to get some players with names in there. So it's two different kettle of fish. You can't compare Everton to Arsenal, you know, because
no. But I think that now when we talk about projects, for me, I look at Everton, a club like that. That is what I call a project. Usmanov is over there now. He's pumping money in. They've got a top manager. Yeah, let's be honest. Ancelotti, could you have seen Ancelotti going to a club like Everton years ago? No. Now, yeah.
Let me put this to you. Everton is like PSG when they got the rich owners. You know how they went after to Pastore, Lavezzi, and all these like players that were on the fringes, on the outskirts from a top team, and they had to get the players in for for the big name.
Yeah.
Also that time they had Ancelotti as their coach as well. Remember? They got him. So I think Everton, that's why Everton are going after the players, Rodriguez, Allen, and Khedira, to attract the players that are still in their 30s, the 32, 33, 34s, with a bit of big names. So that way the next crop of players they want to go if they make like Europa League or something, which is I think Europe is for them their target. And then once they achieve that, then the following season you're going to start to see better players go into that team. So for me, they are in that phase of their project. Not like us. We want to be fucking right, aiming for them. Not. So that's what I think. That's why Terry, when he compares Everton to Arsenal a lot, have a look at them. You can't compare because they have set their project, right? And we said within 3 years we want to win the Champions League. So our board has set, a target right there. And now all of a sudden they're saying, "Oh, forget about reaching for the apple tree. We'll settle for this branch at the moment because we're going through our tough time and Arteta needs time." Now they've done a 180. You know what I mean? So exactly. That's why I think Terry, when I say he's backing him blindly, is because the board said that, he set that target as in we want to be in the Champions League, we want this, we want that, and now all of a sudden give him time, give this, give that. They've done a 180 on us.
Yeah.
Terry, before you go on a 10-minute rant, I've got a question for you, okay?
Yes,
what does Arteta have to do after the same question I asked Diesel and Claude, and Flo, please jump in if you want to also. What does Arteta have to do to remain here after this season? We both support him. We both think he should get the season. For me, if he doesn't get to the Champions League, either through Europa or an unlikely top 4 run, then I'm with the rest of the guys, Arteta out. What does he have to do for you?
If we start off the next season after we've got rid of all these players that will be going, this transfer, and at the end of next season, what are you looking out for, Claude? So you think Ozil's going to be here after next season? Do you?
Wow.
Do you think Ozil's going to be here after this season?
I think you love this man so much. It doesn't matter what he does or don't do. You're going to back him anyway. That's what I believe. I believe you love this man so much. It doesn't matter what he does. You will back him no matter what.
I think. Listen, you know what I think, and everyone knows what I think because I've said it from the start since this man's come in. Once he gets these players in that he wants, I think he can do a great job with us. These players. After this season, I've been saying it for how long now? How long have I been saying it for? After we get rid of all these fucking idiots.
He got his players, and then he got William. He extended Luiz's contract.
I did not mean to start another screaming session. All right. It's obvious.
Just stick to Glenn's question, please. Stick to Glenn's question because I think that's very
before we answer Glenn's question, Glenn, before we do that, sorry. Glenn, hang on. This super chat is going to disappear very shortly. Sorry, he's paid for it. Ricardo, thank you, mate, for the super chat. I was rock bottom with Emery in brackets. There you go.
Terry,
right, I'll try and answer it again.
Terry. Just come out and say it then, Terry. For you, it's a 2 or 3 year plan with Arteta. Just say that then. All right?
If you let me finish, once we get rid of once he got his team in next season, if we start like we did this season, then he's got to go. Simple and easy as that. If we start off this season with his own players in, because let's be honest, once we get a few out now, hopefully we get a couple in, and then come the summer, 3 or 4 of these big players like Ozil, the wages are all going to come back to us, the wages every week, and then we'll be able to go out and get another 2 or 3 great players. If you look at this team today, right? Get rid of Xhaka. I've always said that. Get rid of Bellerin. Wouldn't bother me if we got rid of Lacazette, to be honest, right? At the moment.
For me, hold on, forget about it. We probably won't even win Europa. But for me, to be sort of lenient on Arteta, he's got to finish no lower than 8th because that's what he finished last year. And for me, if you want to be lenient, that's the target, 8th. If he doesn't, if he finishes 9th, 10th, 11th, he's got to go because you have lowered your finishing place from last season, and it's not acceptable to finish any lower than what you finished last seation. So for me, if you want to be lenient,
I didn't say anything about finishing 8th last season.
I'm saying, Glenn's question was for Arteta, what's your bare minimum or whatever. So for me, if he does not get into the Champions League through the places or Europa League football, He has to finish higher than 8th because you have to better your league position than last year, if you want to look at it in a sort of lenient way. But if he doesn't get 8th or above, for me, doesn't matter what he's done. I'm not going to give him an extra year, an extra month, an extra day. He's got to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because last year we finished 8th and you won FA Cup. You can't finish this year below 8th and expect to have another year. Sorry, because you've gone backwards and you are rewarding failure, in my opinion.
Bring his own flow.
Yeah, go on. It's all right. Go on,
sorry, go on. I know you weren't finished. Go on, mate. Go on.
No, go on, you go first. Before you do, actually, there's a super chat. Sammy, Terry, you really think he's going to buy quality? Well, I can only hope, mate. I can only hope. I can't tell you what he's going to do.
When we're getting quality, if we're not in the Champions League, no one's going to come here if we're in the Europa League, are they? We're going to get the same old players no one wants. Same cycle again.
We're going to get the same players, like I was told when I said this about 6 weeks ago when we was in 15th place because we was in a relegation battle, don't forget. And I was told by people that come on this stream and told me, don't forget, that we ain't going to buy anyone because we haven't got the quality to do that. So let's see. Let's wait and see. Go on, Diesel. What were you going to say?
Oh, well, first of all, we haven't bought anyone yet. So that's a bit premature to say that. Right. Second of all, that super chat by Sammy was what I was going to allude to. You just said there about 4 or 5 players are going to clear out. Arteta will get in 2 or 3 great players. Now, it confused me a little bit when you said great, right? And you said, obviously, you know, if Arteta gets in his players, then... But let's be honest, how do we know if his players are going to be any good? How do we know that the players he gets in are going to be great? I get what Claude's saying because it's a case of once bitten, twice shy. When we're used to seeing something every year, we do get accustomed to it, whether we like it or not. Mm-hmm. You know, if a top manager came in, just say, for example, Arteta got sacked today and a better manager came in, the players that better manager wants, I don't think are necessarily the players that Arteta wants. So what I'm saying is, yes, Arteta will probably get players in. Number one, how do we know if it's the players he really wants? And number two, even if he does get in the players he wants, how do we know if they're going to be any good? Right? Let's be honest. I've got no faith that some of these players are going to clear out. It wouldn't surprise me knowing this club if the players we think are definitely going to go are the ones who somehow get another year contract. That would not surprise me. I'm not saying Ozil's definitely gone. Right? Too much has gone on there. But the others, would it really surprise you if it was announced, oh, we've just handed so-and-so a 1-year deal? Or where do we go from there?
Yeah, good point, Dave.
Yeah.
And then Terry's excuse would be, yeah, but these players have just arrived. You've got to give them time.
I need to give them time if they're good quality players, do you? That's what I'm saying.
No, I agree with that. No, well said, Dave. Claude, you've been quiet, mate. You're chatting up the too busy texting girls saying, come on over now, the game's finished.
As I said, it's a good game. I thought we played really well tonight. Give the boys credit; they played really well. But we've got to keep this up now. We've got to do this consistently over the season. We'll see how it goes now. Let's see who's going to come back in the team now. Who's not going to come back in? What team he'll play? What have we got next? Who we got next? Newcastle FA Cup.
More importantly, Claude, who is Brenda?
Claude, you know who we got next, Claude?
Brenda, yeah. Dinner lady. She was a dinner lady at school.
Just a couple of super chats, all right. Gio's in the house. Top 4 is coming. All you needed was a win, and now you will go on a 14-game winning streak. Uber is a bum. Sell him ASAP. He's in your team. Thank you, Gio. Really appreciate it, mate. And Sammy saying Mustafi's going to get a 2-year contract deal, Terry. Of course he is, because still waiting for the evidence from, what was it, about 10 years ago, when apparently Arteta wanted to give him a new contract. Still
Listen,
waiting.
that new contract wasn't because he wants to keep him here. That new contract was given out like from the club so they can get a bit of money out of him, so they can sell him. So don't get it twisted saying that he wanted him, all right? Because I've heard you a lot on the podcast saying, "Oh, apparently Arteta wants." That contract was offered to him so they can get a bit of money and transfer value. It wasn't offered to him to be, you know, like a David Luiz, a one year extension.
As someone who's not on here on the regular, right? I just want to quickly ask you, and then obviously followed by Glenn, right? And this is a fair question, I feel, right? And I'm not stirring anything, right? Think of it like this, right? Think of it, right? If we use this logic here, we all know, right? There's what, 5 of us on this stream, right? We all know the players that need to get, you know, bombed out of this club, right? Now, I can think of at least 2 of those players, Xhaka, Bellerin. 2 of those players, now none of us rate these 2, right? Those 2 are among the first in my list that need to get out of this club and quick, right? Funnily enough, those are the 2 that this manager begged to stay. And that's a fact, right? Now, if we're going by that logic, 2 of the worst players I've seen at this club are the 2 players he begged to stay. Right, let's not get it twisted. Xhaka wanted to go, right? By using that logic, when I'm being told, right, trust Arteta, he's going to get in the top players, great players that he wants. Based on the logic, you've begged these 2 absolute wasters to stay. Sorry, I've got no trust in this man. Does he know what a good player is? Because if you're begging that crap to stay, and Terry can't say nothing to me on this, because Terry hates Xhaka and Bellerin probably more than me, right? So I'm not being funny. I'm sorry, by using that logic, how can we trust this man to get in quality when he's begging crap to stay? Flo, over to you, son. Go on.
I agree with you on that. And look, Bellerin and Xhaka are not going to take Arsenal to the level that we all want to be. Xhaka is my boy, but I've said it. He's not for the Premier League. It's too fast for him. He doesn't have the waist for the Premier League. You know, he's built too heavy from the waist down. So for me, Xhaka, his time was up when the whole fiasco happened at Palace, with Palace at Emirates, and he was dead set, ready to go. But for Arteta to convince him to keep him. And okay, fair enough, because at that time probably we couldn't get no one else. But you finished off the season with him, and then the perfect time was, okay, I've won the FA Cup, I've finished 8th. Now is the time where I'm going to get rid of this dead weight, dead root, whatever you want to call it. And then that's where he should have gone. Xhaka, gone. Bellerin, gone. Chambers, Holding, whoever, you know, he's like a squad player, but not gonna cut it for us. He should have like a ruthless manager and an elite manager would have gone. I finished off the season. Now the list of players, bang, 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 are gone. Yeah. If we had an Allegri, if we had a Mourinho, that's what they would have done. They would have finished off the season and then gone. Okay, I'm going back to work now. This is my squad list. Him, gone. No, and he would have gone up to the board and said, you know what? No matter what, 5 or 6 players or whatever on that list, or 3 or 4, that he doesn't think are gonna take him to the next level, go. But with me, Arteta said, you know what? They won me the FA Cup. They gave me a bit of, you know, something special, and you know, we got through, you know, some games that had good games or whatever. And he said, I'm gonna be patient with them and hope they come good. Mate, we've had hope come good for how many years now? We've had it under Wenger with the likes of Diaby's giving injured players contracts, and the talent's there, but let's hope they're going to come good. 15 years. Arteta has made more mistakes than he's actually solved problems. So that's why when you said, I can't trust this man, I am with you on that, because from his experience, since he's been in the job, for me, he's made too many mistakes for me to put my trust in him. So that's where I agree with you on that.
And also, how are you coming from Man City, right, where he's training with ballers every single day, to come into Arsenal and begging the likes of Xhaka and Bellerin to stay?
He should know the standard, because he came from the cream of the crop. He was
straight away.
A couple of good comments here. A couple of great comments, right? One's not even an Arsenal fan, right? Tony, West Ham fan. You know the players that need to leave, but it's getting teams to buy or loan them. So without that, then you're going to be stuck with them. So that sets things back massively, right? And another one, UA. This is nonsense. It's very difficult to sell last summer. Now, everyone kept saying that these players, these teams wanted them. They had contracts, blah, blah, blah. If they had the contracts and they was going to go, why didn't they? That's one thing.
This to you. Maitland-Niles had a 20 million. We had a 20 million bid coming from Maitland-Niles. 20 million is good money for him. Why did Arteta stop that? And he's not in. And how long did it take him to get a game before then?
Totally, Chris. Totally good. Sorry, no, you're right. But go on, Glenn. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Terry, this is not so cut and dry. Part of what you're saying is correct. Part of what the opposition to what you're saying is correct. It's not just selling the players. You know, it's getting teams to buy them. But it is Arteta's choices. Like, who was for re-signing David Luiz? Hardly anybody. But that was Arteta's decision. He's made. And his handling of players is terrible. How many red cards in a row did players get in how many games? And he doesn't punish them. He plays them as soon as they're available to play again. You know, it drives me bananas. But yes, you're partly right. They're partly right. It's not so cut and dry.
No. Listen, I totally agree with what you just said wholeheartedly, Glenn. Totally agree. But what I'm saying is that people fixate on what they see in the papers and the news. They see that it gets reported that Mustafi was offered a contract or Xhaka was offered this and all that. It's just paper talk. It's just paper talk at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? If people stopped looking at that rubbish and just waited until things happened, because as soon as a player goes or we sign a player, we will know about it. Wait for it. I ain't got a clue why he's signing back up. I hate him as a player. I ain't gonna sit on the fence. Same as Xhaka. I don't want him at my club. But when people say that I'm an Arteta lover, yeah, all right, I'm gonna stick by him and I want him in, but I will still call out these players. I don't know why they're here.
Say that again, Arteta lover. Say that again. I've just got to chill.
I wish we could all be like Claude. When Arteta was signed, most people were happy. Claude said the line of the year about Arteta. He said, putting out the cones for Pep does not qualify you to be the Arsenal manager. And he said that the day he was signed. I thought Claude needed to up his meds, but he might be right.
Yeah. Terry, let's be serious, Terry. At that time, when we got rid of Emre, we were in the dumps, mate. For a first-time manager to come, a coach, not even a manager, a coach, Pep's assistant, to come in and say, here you go, mate. You have the keys. You make us great again. That was just a wrong, dumb move and the cheapest move you can ever get from the board. And all of a sudden, for the fan base to say, trust the process, mate. If you want to do that, go coach West Brom. My question to you here, Terry, is if Arteta gets the sack, for example, tomorrow, you tell me which club in the Premier League, even the relegation teams, which club would say, you know what, I've seen enough under Arteta that he's had 1 year or however as long as he's had it at Arsenal. I've seen enough of him. I've been out for 1 year. And to say, you know what, I'm going to put more eggs in this manager and say, oh, we will take you from Arsenal. You tell me, answer that question.
You can't. How can you? I can't answer that question because I don't know.
We've seen 1 year of Arteta, and you saying, oh, I trust him because he's going to come good once we get rid of all these dead wood, this and that. You tell me now, if he gets the sack tomorrow, which club will come and say, I've seen enough Arteta at Arsenal, I'm going to take a punt on him. Because you see
My time is almost up.
In the film Silver Streak.
I was about to run in the bathroom then and just get under the bath.
What's that all about? That's like a war siren. That is.
Right, exactly. I was just about to run in the bathroom.
Brings back memories, hey, Claude.
I changed my wife's text tones to amuse myself. That's what that was.
Yeah.
It's like I was going to war.
I'm sorry. That was very insensitive, considering most of you live in the UK. I apologize.
It was like either that or a bloody COVID warning. One of the two.
Terry, good night, sweetheart.
my son is summoning me upstairs. Oh, and come say hi to the guys, and then I have to go. Come on. Oh, come over here. Come over. Yes, come here and say. Just say hi to the guys. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Wait.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, guys, it was a pleasure. Take care. Happy New Year and all that jazz. I gotta go. I'm sorry. All right, Owen. Take it easy.
Right, they literally dragged him off.
It does make me laugh.
Go on, Terry. Answer that question, please. If he gets sacked tomorrow, you tell me which club will touch him. Because basically, have they seen enough for him? Because you're saying, no, stick with him. Once we get rid of all these draws, he's going to come good. So based on that year that he's had, if he gets sacked tomorrow, you name me a club that will say, you know what, I've seen enough. I'm going to take a punt on him.
I reckon a few.
No one will touch him.
I'll tell you what clubs, because they've all got managers at the moment. That's what I'm saying.
You think a few clubs in the Premier League would take Arteta?
Yeah, I do.
You genuinely think that?
Yeah, I really do think that.
Wow.
I really do think that.
Hello.
Hold up. So what clubs would take Poch back?
PSG took him.
What clubs would take Poch?
PSG took him.
Right, the PSG have took him, but what clubs in the Premiership would take Poch back? Poch didn't win it.
United will after him. Arsenal will probably after him. Don't say which club will take him back to.
Poch didn't win anything with a great side. With a great side under Spurs, with two of the best players in the Premier League.
We're talking about that one, a great side.
Come on, Kel.
Come on.
He had Son and he had Kane, two of the best players.
What? Two class players make a great side. Is that what you're saying?
Hold up. They weren't a great side. And we got us to fifth, don't forget. Poch got them to the Champions League final. That's all you kept saying. And we got us to fifth place. He got them to the Champions League final.
Right, sorry, Terry, my mistake. So for a team to get to the Champions League final, only great teams get to a Champions League final. Is that what you're telling me? Yes or no?
Say it again.
Only great teams, only great teams get to a Champions League final. Is that what you're telling me? Yes or no? No, you did say that. You did.
I said he had a great team. I didn't say great team. I said he had a great team.
Champions League final. So my question to you then, using your logic,
he had Son, he had Kane, he had Ericsson at the time. He had
Ericsson was poor in that year, Terry. You can't count Ericsson. Come on.
Mora was absolutely brilliant that season. They was all really good. Listen, they must have been good to get to the Champions League final. Or were you saying they were really lucky?
Hang on. Now you're deflecting, right? I never said they weren't good. Your words, Terry, not mine. Your words.
They had a great
team. They had 2 or 3 great players in that team. They were not a great team. Then what you said was, well, hang on a minute, they must have been great because Poch got to a Champions League final. Then I said to you, okay, using your logic, then, Terry, only great teams can get to a Champions League final. You realised I've got a point. You realised I'm right once again, and now you're trying to change it. Flo, you've heard all of this. Who's right? Who's wrong? Did Terry or did he not say that? Flo, be honest. Come on.
Have to go with the blue corner, Diesel. Terry, you like to put the gloss to suit your agenda. Like you said before, he had a great team. He had 2 of the best players, and then all of a sudden you just went. You changed lanes a bit. So look, with Pochettino at Tottenham, he done really well, given where the club was and the ambitions of the club at that time. You can't compare Tottenham's ambitions to a team like Arsenal, but they haven't won a trophy, man. They haven't won a trophy.
Do you know what I love, Flo, right? Tony, is actually personal family to Terry, And even Tony's like, I love you, Terry. We're blood, we're family, but I love you. Big up Tony, man.
I like Tony. I think we should have Tony on Terry's time.
Tony's got to come on, mate. He's got to come on.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't think, right, let's be honest now, because the way that you talk, let's get real now, real talk. The way that the way that you talk, even if Arteta won the league or the Champions League, you would still want him out. He still not would be that manager that you want to back. Because
how he wins it, Tel. You can't just hit and hope, and it just, stumbles across the line.
No, take that away. Just hold up. You asked me an hypothetical question just a minute ago. If Arteta gets sacked, which team would take him, right? So I'm asking you a straightforward question now.
You haven't answered that question for you to ask another question.
If he won the Champions League or the Premier League, let's be real, you still would have a thing in the back of your heads thinking that Arteta is still not the man to take us forward. Let's be real. Be straight with me.
Yeah, I probably would say he's still not the man, because you have to take into account. It's not just a black and white question, Tel. You have to take into account how he won it. Through that, you can't just just stumble over, and you're getting smashed in the league, and all of a sudden put all your eggs in one basket, and you got like a VAR decision go with you, and you end up winning it. That's no way to say he's the manager to take us forward for the next 5 years. You got to take into consideration how he got there, how he won it. But with Arteta, he's had 1 year, Tel, and I think 1 year is enough time in the job for us fans or any other fans or any other board members to have a look in the team, to have a look at Arteta and say, I can make my assumption on him and say, you know what? If Arsenal get rid of him, I think he can do well in this environment with our club, and I'll take a punt on him. I don't think no one will touch him, Tel.
Well, we'll see. Listen, we can only see, can't we, boys? But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we've won again, 3 on a trot. Why can't we celebrate now? We'll probably be told that we're not allowed to celebrate.
No,
we'll probably be told that it's only West Brom and it's only 4-0, and let's not get our knickers in the twist. And we've still got bigger games to come. And let's not laugh at Tottenham and Chelsea when they lose and make all them silly rumours up. At the end of the day, I don't care about anybody else. We've won today. We're going in the right direction. That's all we can ask for, surely.
Terry, let me ask you guys a question here. Now that the January transfer window is opened and the board have come out numerous times saying we're gonna give Arteta time, we're gonna back Arteta, we're gonna do this and that. Now that the January transfer is open, to you, what is, because they've come in with their chest and said Arteta's our man, he's our coach. Now for you, what do you need to see to say that, what, the board are backing their words and saying we're going to stand up for Arteta and he's our man? What do they need to do for you?
This is Terry, right? It's the reason, right? I hate this fucking fan base. I'm going to put this on.
Don't ruin your voice, Claude, though. Don't get too angry.
I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on, right? I'm going to put it on here. This guy is making this shit up just to get his popularity up. Yeah, listen to this. I never, ever have said this. Nor as many of my friends have said this, right? Here we go. Wait a minute. I'm going to put it up on the screen. This clown called DT. This clown, this wanker called DT. I'll say it on air here. You're a wanker, DT. You're an absolute wanker. Yeah. This clown on aftv.
Can I just say something as well, Robbie? Yeah. To all of you mugs that were sitting there a few weeks ago saying we should bring Sam Allardyce in to take over from Mikel Arteta. This is why I called you rats, you fools.
I never said that. Did I ever say that?
No one said
that. You didn't say about Allardyce, no.
Did I ever say that?
Yes,
or any of us say that?
Oh, yes, they were.
This wanker. This fucking wanker. DT, you're a cunt, DT. You're a cunt. And I'll say it on here. I'll say it on here now. You're a cunt.
Right, there might be
don't try and boost your fucking popularity by saying lies about me or anyone else, right? No one talks fucking lies. I've never. And if anyone says I've said it on here at all, quote me on it. Get the fucking evidence. Get the video evidence. Get it on here. I said I would rather have Allardyce in charge.
Nah. Listen, as far as I know, you're
scum, DT. You're fucking scum. You can't. We're all celebrating, and you're pushing your fucking agenda tonight on the victory. You're a wanker, absolute wanker. And I'll tell you to your face. When you get threatened by people as well, don't bring out the fucking doctor's note either. End of subject. Thank you.
Well said, Claude. You never said that, Claude. I've never heard you say bring Sam Allardyce. Look, that guy was in the closet like a couple of weeks ago. All of a sudden, they win 3 games.
Scumbag.
Nah, I've lost total respect for that guy because
total utter scumbag.
Don't let it ruin your night, Claude.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You shouldn't let him worry about you.
No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, mate. I'm not fucking having it.
Claude, don't let people wind you up, mate. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're going to get people that try and do it all the time, unfortunately. And you know what I mean? Just don't let them do it.
I'll call him out here on my own channel. I'll call him out. You're a scumbag, DT. You're a scumbag. There you go.
All right.
Don't fucking put lies about me or anyone else on the channel. On your channel.
Let it go, Claude. Don't let it ruin your night, mate. You said your piece now. That's it.
Exactly. Well, I think, boys, on that note, we're gonna end it because I got a phone call to make, and I'm sure other people have got things to do.
Just before you go, answer that question, please.
What? Sorry, which one? I forgot it.
You know how the board have come out and said Arteta's our man. We're going to give him time. We're going to back him.
Oh, sorry.
For you now that the window's open, what do they need to do to prove to us, the fans, that they really, really back him?
Just before we do,
I was about to super chat. Sorry, mate. Yeah, go on. Do you know what? It's funny, right? I'm going to say this, yeah. But no, thank you very much, mate. He's put, yes, the agenda against Arteta has gone too far. I'm not going to lie. But Leno, every time, well, this is my question to you. I'm not mugging you off here, right? This is what annoys me, right, about people who say things like this. Every super chat you put in, right, you're against Arteta. You're Arteta out, right? I know you are, yeah, because of the things that you say that you put in your super chat. Now that we've won a few games on the spin, you're now saying the agenda against Arteta has gone too far, but you've been part of that. So I'm not mugging you off because I know you've paid for that, right? But I'm trying to be as polite as I can. It's things, Terry. This is why I keep saying what I'm saying. If it makes me unpopular on this channel, I could not give a shit, right? Right? If you say something, stand by what you say. Stand by it, right? Don't, because we've won a few games. I kind of like him now. But then when we lose a couple, no, Arteta out. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't go with the masses. Just say what you believe and believe in what you say. That's all I'm asking for. But anyway, thank you for the super chat. Terry, as Flo said, answer the question.
Sorry, Bert's just come back with another super chat, and he's put, when we win games, I won't slaughter him. So
you don't need to slaughter no one, even if you don't back him and if he doesn't win the game. You can just have your opinion in a nice way and saying, look, he done well, but I still don't think he's the man, or whatever.
Flo, just to answer your question, mate, it seems like I keep repeating myself when I don't want to, but I'm going to again. Like I said, if we can get rid of 3 or 4 players, get 2 players in that we need, a creative midfielder. Personally, I think, I would go for either a centre-back if he ain't going to play Saliba or a backup goalkeeper. Personally, that's what I think we need desperately. If we can get them 2 sort of players in, if we can add more to that flow, then obviously that'd be a bonus. Do you know what I mean? But I'm being realistic. I don't think we will get more than 1 or 2 players because we've still got a load of players to get off our books. As soon as, you know what I mean, you mentioned about a player coming in, all Arsenal fans do is, we've got too many players on our books. How are we going to do this? I don't hear any other teams talk about that or about money and anything else. It's always Arsenal. And I don't understand why. It's always Arsenal fans. We always talk about the FFP it used to be. Now we're talking about how many players we've got on our books and we can't do this and we can't do that. I don't care about that. If we've got too many on our books, leave them off our books again if they won't go. Because you know as well as I do, Flo, we've had loads of conversations. It's not just as easy as trying to sell players. Because some players don't want to go. Some teams, you know what I mean, they might have come in for them, but it's just paper talk. Sometimes. You know
what I'm saying, Terry, before I go, because my voice is going at the moment. I'm going in a minute. What I'm saying is, right, at the end of the day, yeah, we should be just celebrating the win as fans, not trying to score points of each other here.
Yeah, no,
Why
I
is he bringing that up tonight? Why is he doing that? Why is he bringing that up? You should be talking about.
Listen, all I can say is, Claude.
They're the fucking. It's the fan base. This is the sort of scumbag in the fan base that fucking gets You want a fan base to be together when you've got scumbags like that. You must be fucking joking.
Listen, Paul, the difference is that obviously yous have got to him and he's got to use now or whatever. I don't know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. What I'm trying to say.
No, we should be talking about the fucking game, our performance, not scoring points. Saying you're this, that, what we're saying, yeah? We should be doing that, yeah? But instead, we're getting all this shit tonight.
No, listen, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, let's get it right, yeah? We are in 11th position in the league for a reason, right? I've been watching Arsenal for over 40 years, right? And we've hardly ever been like this. I mean, in the 70s, 80s, there was times, yeah, we was in 11th, 14th, yeah, very rare. But we've gone to that level now. We've gone from one to the scale to this level. And you want me to just sit there, right, and accept it? No way am I accepting it.
You to accept it.
No. And it's not about scoring points. Tonight, that's all about scoring points. And rather than saying, what a good victory, and I'll say it was a great victory tonight, great performance, yeah? And I applaud. When we play well, I say we play well. When we play shit, I say we're playing shit, right? Right there, that's where it is. I'm fucking real. But some people want to be on channels just to boost their fucking popularity up and talk fucking shit. Fuck off.
Cool. At the end of the day, look, that's what I'm saying. You know, yous have gone at him probably. He's come back at yous, and it goes on and whatever, right? So at the end of the day, that's what I mean. I do it in a bantery way. Do you know what I mean? I know it's all tongue in cheek and whatever. We have a laugh with you and Lee and all them up.
Tongue in cheek.
I know, but I mean that runs a bit deep.
I don't mind tongue in cheek, but don't quote things I've not even said or any of us have said. No one
say that. He's doing that, Claude, so he can respond, and that way gives him next week. It gives him another, outlet.
Anyway, don't need me not to respond, and I'll respond in the same way because I fucking.
You said your thing, don't let it ruin you.
Exactly. You said it. Let's get over it.
You know what you said, and the real people will know what you said. But don't stress too much about it.
Exactly. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. Terry, you're a 24-carat longer. Thank you very much. No problem.
Anyway, I've got to go because I'm not just going to get something. I'll get something for my head photo.
Yeah. Wrap it up, Cal.
We're all going in.
Before you go,
yeah.
I've listened to what you've just said there and what Terry said and what Flo said. I'm just going to say this one thing, right? I don't necessarily blame the person, whoever it is, I know who we're talking about, but I ain't going to mention the name, right? About what he said, all right? I put more blame down to these little dickheads, right, who watch him, yeah, and who idolise him, and keeps him in the company he keeps, or the subs he's got, or the people who hang off his every word.
I've got no problem with his subs.
Because I guarantee you this now, mate, right? That would not have been said if it was face-to-face. Right, anyone can hide on the camera or behind the camera and call you out and say this and that, the other. Yeah, I guarantee you now, Claude, you face that man on the street, he ain't saying shit to you. Yeah, so let's get that clear. That's my first point. Yeah, second point, right. Second point, this person in particular, right, was the one who I used to see years ago on these fan camps demanding the very best for this club. We should be up there. We're a top club. We're a big club, right? And now, due to media training and all that other crap and probably money and sponsorship and the channel and the channel he's on, now it's a complete 360, right? Yes, we won today. We're still nowhere near where we as a club should be, right? Years ago, that was not good enough for people like him, and now he's thriving off it. So that just goes to show the mentality, the belief in the club has taken an absolute nosedive, right? Because you were there, Claude. We've all seen the fan camps years ago. Talking as an Arsenal fan, no money in it, no sponsorship, purely as a fan, right? Saying completely different things to what he's saying now. Now it's about clicks, likes, retweets, shares, subscribes. It wasn't about that back then. It was talking as a proper fan.
It was from here back
then. So don't let any people like this get to you, mate. Because the real people are the ones in this chat.
No, I ain't got to me. It ain't got to me. I'm just responding.
No, I'm just as long as you know that.
I'm not letting him get away with it. I'm not letting him get away. And this is the way I'm speaking. I'm not going to stay silent on it. Anyone accuses me, I'm not staying. So I don't care. I don't care how big their fucking channel is. I couldn't give a fucking shit how big their channel is. Right? I will say it as it is, and they better be careful because if they keep doing it, I'll expose the fucking lot of them. Now, leave it. I'm going to leave it at that. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Have a good night, boys.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that come in the chat and the super chats. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I think we might have missed one or two. Sorry about that, but we do try our very best. You know what I mean? There are a load of channels out there that don't even respond to super chats. Let's be honest. So we do our very best. We always will try and get every single one up there and as many comments up as possible. I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. Another great win. 4-0. Let's be happy with that. We're going in the right direction. So let's see what the next game brings. Who we got? Palace, is it? Newcastle.
On the cup.
Yeah, Newcastle next weekend. So,
yeah, we've got them twice, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got them in between Palace, haven't it, I think. So, but no, look, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Flo, thanks for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate that. It was fun.
And thanks for Glenn for coming on, and obviously Claude. Let's hope he gets better. Diesel, as always, mate. Pleasure being on the screen with your beautiful face.
No, so mate, anytime. And listen, very quickly, like I was saying, everything I just said there, Tel, it's true. Do you know what I mean? It's let's be honest. It's just I keep listening. It's the message I'm trying to sort of get out to everyone, right? Is we all have our favourites. We all have people that we like and we watch, yeah, and that's not a problem. Watch who you want, you know what I mean? But just have your own opinion. Don't take these favourite YouTubers of yours. Don't take their words as gospel. You've got your own mind, and that's all I'm trying to say. All this, as Claude said, and Claude has got a point. Let's be honest. Claude has got a point. As soon as we win, some people's mindsets, right, straight on Twitter, let's attack the person who said that Arteta is out and he should be out and you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying to you. That is why this fan base is so messed up. That's why it's so messed up. Because you know what? If we were together as a fan base, my God, could we could demand some great things for this club. But as it's like this, it's a dream for the board. It's a dream for the club because we're so busy fighting with each other. We're not looking at the bigger picture, looking at them. So, this is what they want. They strive for this. They've got social media people who scour with us, to see what the Arsenal fans are saying. I guarantee you now, I know for a fact they have. Yeah. But
channels like him and people like him. Sorry, I'd like to make an apology to Terry. Terry, you are not part of that. I'll take that back. The people like him, the guy who Claude was having to go at, and people in their channels, they are the Edu, Vinay, Stan Kroenke dream team. Them people are.
That's all right, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, it's all better for me. Do you know what I mean? No matter which way it comes or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just, sometimes I think, I don't know. It's obviously there's bad out there in the background anyway. Do you know what I mean? But if they're both going for each other anyway, and all that sort of group and everything, do you know what I mean? So in my opinion, what they should do is leave it off of bloody YouTube and sort it out between them in the background. Do you know what I mean? But who am I to say anything? Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you know what? Right? Me and you have said it so many times. Let them get on with what they get on with, because they're not affecting me, you, Claude, Flo, the guys in the chat. They're not affecting. Listen, we're growing, mate. The channel's growing. Some of these people can't stand the fact that we are. When we're nowhere near as big as some of these people, yeah? But you know what? I guarantee you now, we're on the road to getting that way, right? We will get there. It might take a long time, but we will get there. That I can guarantee you guys now. I can assure you of that, right? Because we're driven here, right? We're driven. But we're going to grow the right way. And we're going to grow, right, by actually saying it as it is and what we genuinely think, right? Not because of we can grow quicker if we just go with the masses. Because that's what a lot of these guys do.
It's not a
do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Some of these guys, I used to love watching them on fan camps. I used to love it because, oh my God, he's saying what I feel. You can see it hurts him. We just lost and he's having a. I mean, and I look at some of these guys now, and I compare them to when I first saw them. Talking cheese, mate. Talking cheese. It's all about that now. Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll never go down that road. So that's all I've got to say.
Listen,
Also-
boys, I need to shoot off. I've got my phone drilling, so I need to shoot off.
Sorry,
Boys.
go on.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Your channel will go big, don't worry, boy. You got time. There's no time in there. You got plenty of time, you know. You just keep doing what you're doing, keep saying what you believe, and you know, stick to whatever you guys are doing. It's working, and
Yeah, man.
outside noise is just noise, mate. Don't let it affect you guys.
Yeah, exactly, Flo. Exactly.
You're staying on
You
diesel.
Huh? No, I need a smoke, mate. So yeah, I'm gonna go.
I've got
Right,
absolute.
boys. Listen, thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it, and look forward to. Don't forget to keep the notifications on for when we're going out next. Thank you very much. Arteta in. See you later.
Arteta out.
Arteta out.